How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is post-episode 16 live stream. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. I see that Jonah had stopped by earlier. Jonah, how are you? Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. It says, Jonah was here, LOL. Yes, I saw that about, I think it was about 30 or so minutes after I'd posted the stream to go onto a schedule. So Jonah, thank you so much for stopping in earlier and leaving a comment. I appreciate it. Ken, how's it going, Ken? Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. Ken says, what's up, Jonah? Let's see. If you're out there in the crowd, go ahead and give yourself a shout out. Let me know that you're out there, because unfortunately YouTube does not give me any sort of roll call system. So if you don't let me know that you're out there, I have no idea. So we're just going to wait a few minutes here, and as we can see, we got some contracts to work on today, and we got a few other things that we might do in the background, but we'll see. We'll see what happens here tonight. Let's see. And we're going to be showing a bunch of screenshots here later on today, because we have got, I think, what, 3 separate individuals who have shared several screenshots with me that we're going to post here onto the channel. Looking fantastic. The farms are looking amazing here on Alma. There's another one for Ravenport. It's looking fantastic. Let's see. Tony, hey, how's it going? Greetings all. Tony, how you doing? Hopefully you're having a fantastic day so far. Benji, good evening, Benji. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day as well. How are you doing today? Let's see. Wait about one more minute. Will T Gaming. Yo, what up? What up, Will? How are you doing tonight? Hopefully you're having a fantastic night so far. Let's see. Just make sure everything's looking good on my end. Yeah, I did that. Stream is looking good on my end. Perfect. Okay. Whoops, I just clicked the wrong button. Now we're talking. Ken says, what up, Dave? Not much, Ken. Hopefully you're having a fantastic night so far. Let's see. Go ahead and click that. Like I said, we're going to give it one more minute, and then we're going to get rocking and rolling. We got 3 fertilizing contracts. We might have another one kind of sitting off in the background there. We'll see if that's still available when everything comes due. It's sitting right there, but fertilizing contracts here lately have been kind of touch and go, whether or not they're going to disappear or not. So we'll see. We'll see how everything goes. Let's see. There we go. Tony says, everything good here. Just got done playing on my map. Awesome, Tony. Excellent. Glad to hear it. Benji says, doing absolutely fabulous. Got an email. This made me happy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah? What email is that, if you don't mind me asking? Hopefully, well, obviously it's good news, but let's see. Will says, what did you think about the new mods and updates yesterday? Oh, well, see, we're going to be covering some of that here tonight. So I'll get more into that here in a little while. Ken says, what up to Will? And Will then says, what up, Ken? All right, so let's go ahead and get rocking and rolling. We've got a bunch of contracts here to work on. And I'm going to go ahead and start out. Nope, wrong screen. Still the wrong screen. Go ahead and start out by talking about yesterday's maps, because we got a couple of, in my opinion, a couple of real good ones. So we got an update to Bally Springs, and I don't know about you all, but I am a fan of Bally Springs. That map is fantastic, and to see that still to this day getting a bunch of love is very warming to me. I absolutely love that map, and glad to see that it's still getting, getting updates, getting, consistent with the stuff that's going on to it. It was a map that, in its own right, was a pioneer. It was the first map where we actually got the baby animals and all that for all consoles, and it just continues to really just kind of pioneer and plug forward. A bunch of stuff got updated. One of them was the custom XML for the animals that were populating onto the map. I think it was like the deer and the birds and all that stuff. It was causing some issues for some people, so they ended up cutting that out. Yeah, I'm just really, really glad that they're still like putting the effort into that one. But then there was the new map that released yesterday, and I think it was called Somewhere in Lower Bavaria. And I was going through that map, and I don't know if it was specifically because the map maker mentioned that it was their first map, but I tend to kind of go a little bit more lenient, or at least try to be a little bit more open-minded when it comes to, a map maker says, hey, this is my first time. And it's one of those where I feel that that's kind of the fair approach to do, or to go about things. Whenever they're saying, hey, this is my first time, one, I don't want to be like overly critical and overly, like, I don't want to say overly mean, because I don't feel like I'm being mean if I'm giving negative feedback. But just one of those, I don't want to be overly critical, because again, it's their first time. There's always going to be that kind of learning curve that people go through. And when everything was kind of said and done with that map, and I went through and did the tour and all that stuff, I actually really liked it. I really liked that map. I feel that that's got some potential to it. And once the map maker kind of goes through and tries to readdress some of the issues I was pointing out in there, some of the grass that was growing into the road network itself being off and lifted from the ground itself. Let's see, what else? Yeah, just several things that were just kind of, small, kind of eyesores, but nothing really, in my opinion, that at least that I saw in my goings on about there, that really kind of made it to where it was like, oh man, this is gonna be absolutely brutal. Nothing to save here. One of those kind of things. I thought it was actually really solid. And I think I ended up giving it like a 4 if all the issues I pointed out were addressed. Now, it's one of those that I don't, like I was saying earlier, I don't know if it's because they specifically mentioned, hey, this is my first map, that I feel like it was one of those where, oh, okay, it is taken from that palette. Let's go there. How do I want to say this? I don't think that I was being like overly kind with that particular map or anything. It was one of those where I just genuinely felt like it was a very well thought out, very well in concept map. And that's what I was trying to think about when I was kind of rendering my opinion there at the very end of the tour was, okay, I can see at least what they're going for. And where I really kind of fell in love with it was right there at the very end of the tour. I went to the final, I think it was the 6th farm that's on that map, and the kind of switchback road that goes up to that farm, it's a very simple, bare bones, basic farm. It's a house and a cow barn, that's it. But just the road network leading up to it, the switchback trail leading up to this farm on the hill overlooking this field that has a giant valley in the field itself. It would just, yeah, it just kind of spoke to me. But definitely going to be one where it's going to need updates going into the future. So not one that I would necessarily at this point in time recommend people go running out and trying out kind of thing, because it's definitely going to need some updates, and potentially updates that are going to require a new save game. So I'm not sure if terrain leveling is one of those that requires a new save game. I could be mistaken about that, but yeah, one of those that I would definitely recommend giving us at least a look-see. Now, I know that a lot of people are going to be like, oh yeah, but it has so many required mods. It's got so much that's required about it. And I made the point the other day, was it the last stream or the stream before that? I can't remember. I've kind of had a change of heart in regards to required mods. And here's kind of my thought process behind it. I understand that required mods are a nuisance, and they're, you know, additional things to download and install. But what is the difference between a map with a lot of required mods versus a map that has all those required mods installed into the map itself, other than them being separate kind of installs kind of thing? You're still having to dedicate a large amount of space to the mods, to the map, and all that stuff on your local machine. It's just, are you doing it in one file or many files? And that's, I think, what it boiled down to. And I think that's why I kind of changed my opinion on the required mods. Because me personally, I love the maps that are absolutely huge, highly detailed, like Alma, Missouri. This map is what, 800 some megs large? I mean, it's a big honkin' map. It's a huge file size. But I don't think I would love it any less if it had, a smaller file size, but a larger amount of required mods. I mean, it's just a solid map. And I kind of been struggling with this here lately, trying to be like, it's one of those that I understand where people are coming from, saying the required mods are an issue, quote unquote. But I don't know. I'm kind of waning on my opinion of not liking it either. I don't know. Let me know what you all think. Let me know what you think there in the comments, because it's one of those where I was on the side of, have it in the map, not have separate mods. But now I'm kind of waning on that. I'm kind of more on the fence. And now I'm not as certain or as firm about my position as it used to be. Let me go ahead and read through the chat there and see what everyone's saying, because I am falling way behind. Let's see. Will says, I'm playing in Alma, Missouri right now, planting corn. Nice. Let's see. Benji says 504. 504. Oh, wait. I'm on top chat, not live chat. Let me make sure I'm getting to everybody. Oh, 504, that's your subscriber count. Oh, Benji, that's awesome. Congratulations, bud. Let's see. Ken says, as you know, BDD Gaming, I have been busy on the farm. Yes, Ken has been busy. He sent me several screenshots. Ken is one of the people that we're going to be taking a look at and highlighting later on in the stream. We also have Peppa. I keep saying Peppa. Oh my goodness. Pippa, who sent screenshots as well. We're going to take a look at those. And Will T Gaming. All three of them are going to get highlighted later on in the stream. Let's see. Ken also says, just finished plowing field 1, cultivating field 34. Wow. Yeah, so both of those are in pretty good sized fields. Benji says, that was a lot of mods to download. Yes, it was. It absolutely was, Benji. But it's one of those things, like I said, I'm kind of waning on which side of the fence I'm on. I'm not sure anymore. It's one of those... The space is ultimately what it boils down to me, is the amount of space that's being taken up by the map. And I don't know if it really matters anymore to me. I don't know. Like I said, feel free to make the argument one way or the other. I'm not 100% on either side anymore. So I'm just kind of wrestling. I've been wrestling around with this for a while now. Let's see. Will says, Case IH Axle Flow Series 150 finished and is ready to... Whoa, what just... Sorry, my microphone just kind of twisted away from me there. That's weird. Let's see. Where was I? Is ready to be sent to Giants. What did you think about the Harvester by Agrotono? Is that the thin harvester that you're talking about there, Will? The narrow one that kind of travels down the road all weird? If that's the one you're talking about, that one is actually a very interesting harvester. I haven't downloaded it yet, but just kind of looking at it, kind of surface level, seemed like kind of cool. Being able to have that kind of a harvesting technology, all kind of compact and easily travels down the road, that's really cool. Let's see. Ken says, harvested my corn yesterday. Will T got under 143,500 off of it. Nice. That's a good amount. Will then says, John Deere, what? What are you honking at me for? Hi. John Deere 561R and John Deere A510 accumulator by custom modding coming soon to all platforms. John Deere round baler. Ooh, yeah, that's right. I saw that on your page there, bud. That looks nice. Will then says, nice to Ken. Will then says, Case IH Steiger 715 wheeled is the first stage of testing. Oh, Steiger. Oh, yes. Looking forward to that. Ken says, did Dave tell you how many carrots I got off of fields 1 and 34? I have not. Yeah, go ahead and share that with the group because that was a lot of carrots. Holy smokes. To Will T. Then Will says, nope, Ken, how much? And custom modding is making a John Deere 6R. Ooh, very nice. Ken says 3,100,658. That's before any prep. Yeah, so Ken was telling me that he got over 3 million liters on 2 fields that had not been touched. No fertilizer, no liming, none of that. Could you all imagine, had he actually been able to put down fertilizer, put down lime, how much he would have gotten off of that? It would have been absolutely nuts, the amount. Let's see. Will says, I sent a bunch of screenshots to BDD. Yes, Will is one of the 3 that's going to be highlighted. Jonah is here. Jonah was here earlier. How you doing, Jonah? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Will says, no, I posted today on my page. Let's see. Jonah says, why couldn't the toilet paper cross the road? Oh, no. Oh, why couldn't the toilet paper cross the road? It got stuck in the cracks. Oh, Jonah, that's a good one. Benji says, I'm on PS4 and I'm 99%. And I'm at 99%. Definitely need an upgrade to a PS5. Well, I tell you what, bud, if you keep rocking and rolling with the subs there, you'll hopefully be able to get there before too much longer. But again, congratulations on that. 504. That means that you're now in the first tier of the YouTube partner program. That's fantastic, bud. Congratulations. Let's see. Let's back that out just a bit. There we go. Let's see. Where was I? Where? Oh, there we go. Will says, I planted 2 of my cornfields with the John Deere. Yeah, the DB120. That is part of the slideshow that I'm going to be showing here later on. You're going to see some amazing mod, that DB120, because of just how it contours and articulates with the flow of the field. It's absolutely nuts. I can't wait to show that one off. Saskatchewan just hit 155 subs. Congratulations, bud. Keep on rocking and rolling. Ken LOLs with Jonah. Ashley, hey, how's it going? Hope you're having a fantastic night so far. When will Lone Oak come back to farming? So Lone Oak will not be coming back to FS22. The map maker, I can't remember who the original map maker was, but they already said that one's not coming back to 22. Maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed, something they can do for 25, but we'll have to see later on. So let's go ahead and set that one off. Where is this going? This is going to 29 to my left. There we go. Kind of go around here, and then we'll let the worker. Where was I? Jonah says... Wait, did I miss? I missed some. Holy smokes! Yeah, I'm skipping a big time. Saskatchewan says YFS22 has arena mode. YFS22 has bale stacking mode. Um, Not 100% certain about that, but I know there's like the competitive competitions and stuff like that, so I think it has something to do with that. The what is it? The Farming Simulator Leagues, I think is what it's called. Um, where like they had those quote unquote professional competitions between players, and you know I think that's part of the draw to that is having the bale stacking and all those other different competitions to set people apart and let them kind of play a competitive version of Farming Simulator. I think that's what that's all about. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get lined up true. There we go. Jonah says, you know how many people say a tornado sounds like a freight train? Uh, if you're on a freight train, you'll hear it. Benji says, need the watch hours though. Yeah, that's the. You'll be shocked on how quickly that accumulates once you get to a certain point in your channel. Eventually, you'll start getting to that point where your audience is now actually not just subscribing, but actually like retaining and following like the full content. So you'll get there eventually. It's definitely going to be one of those that will come eventually. Let's see. I think we can go in this direction. I think this will be fine. Where was I? Will says Lone Oak, yeah, not coming to FS22. Saskatchewan says, we did see today the farm tractors got stuck in the mud of Vaderstadt. Oh no. Oh man, that's not good. You get that kind of equipment stuck in there, then that's going to be rough, absolutely rough. Will says nope. Lone Oak, Lone Oak is FS22 on PC only to get it. Yeah, but isn't that through a third party? I'm not 100% certain that's. Let's see. Bullet Bill in 17 is converted to 19 by Oxygen David. There we go. Thank you, Will. I appreciate that. YFS22 has a... Okay, yep, I read that already. Will says, Farm Simulator League. That's it. Wade Chair. Hey, how's it going, Wade Chair? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Excited for Monet Farm or Monet Seed map coming soon. Oh, very nice. Saskatchewan says, I'm watching Edmonton Oilers against the LA Kings. Edmonton Oilers lead the series 3-1. Pipe and Paul. Hey, Paul, how you doing? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Hi, BDD and chat. Will says, I'm playing with the Horse Maestro 24.505V from the Horse DLC. Very nice. Jonah says, you didn't answer the question on the last comment. LOL. What question was that? I must have missed it. I'm sorry, bud. If you wouldn't mind repeating it, because I must have just flew right past it. Let's see. Will says, is a bad mode and has viruses. Bad mod and has viruses. Oh no. Yeah, so don't go for it. Don't do it. That's the thing is, don't go after third party mods and maps and stuff like that. I mean, unless you actually know the creator or something like that, don't do it. It's just not a good idea. It's a very, very bad. Me personally, I wouldn't even recommend going third party anything. It's just one of those that you never know what could be kind of hiding behind the scenes. And when it comes to our machines, our computers, our consoles and stuff like that, you spend hundreds, even thousands of dollars in some cases on these machines. You don't need somebody to come by and just kind of, bloop, put on a virus and completely tank your whole system. It's not worth it in the end. So let's go ahead and finish this up real fast. And then we'll keep going with the chat there. So yeah, like I was saying, it's one of those where I was actually really excited when I was going through that particular map. And typically how I go about, doing my map tours and all that stuff is I will sit there and read the description before anything. Because typically I can't just actually hop away from what I'm doing if I'm, during the day kind of thing, if I'm working or something like that. But I can take like 5 minutes and look at my phone and kind of see what's going on. And I'll sit there and read the description, and the description really didn't say too much until I saw the, oh, well, this is my first map. And it was one of those kind of, I don't know, I think that kind of leads me to be a little bit more open to those kind of issues that I'd be normally pretty harsh about. Because normally if I saw grass in the, like, peeking through the roads, or if I saw the road just being completely torn away from the base ground of the map, I'd be kind of harsh about that and be like, no, this is not really cool, not acceptable. But I don't know. I think I was more open and willing to give grace when I knew it was their first map. And like I said, it was one of those where I was able to get into the headspace of, you know what, this is the, oh, what happened there? Or I was able to get into the headspace of being like, okay, this is their first time. I'm going to be, kind of willing to overlook some things. But it also put me in the headspace of being able to be like, you know what? I can see what they were aiming for, what they were going for with this. And let's not drive into the river. I don't feel like losing a whole bunch of fertilizer. Yeah, let's not do that. And there we go. Alright, I think there's enough space where I can go this direction now. There we go. So yeah, it just got me into one of those headspaces where I was just like, you know what, it's okay. It's, as long as they come back through and it doesn't turn into like a Southern Cross Station kind of map where it's just kind of put out there and then nobody touched it beyond the first kind of install, then I'll be fine with it. I'll be absolutely fine with it, and I'll stand, firm on the 4 rating that I would give it after it's all said and done. Like I said, it's one of those that, even though it has a lot of required mods, that you should give it a look-see, because it's one of those that, like I said, I could definitely see where they're coming from with that one. So that's kind of where I stand on that particular map. I just wanted to kind of talk about it and kind of, see what people thought, based on what I'm saying here tonight. The whole kind of, softening of the standards, knowing that it was their first map. Does anybody have have an opinion on that? I'm curious, because it's one of those, I feel that it's fair to kind of reel myself in when it comes to that and not be as harsh on the critique. Let's see, how's this look? What? Why? Alright, there that goes. And this one's done, so... Alright, let me catch up with the chat, 'cause I'm way behind again. Let's see. Okay, so Jonah was saying that I didn't answer the last question. I will hopefully see the question later. Will says, nope, I saw that. Saskatchewan, there we go. MRG mapping made Lone Ope. No, I don't think that's right, Saskatchewan. I could be wrong about that. Fury Gaming, hey, how's it going? Fury Machine Gaming's great stream. Here's a like and some love. Heading to bed soon. Been long day in the farm today. Been planting soybeans. Fury, I appreciate the like and the love. Hope if you're taking off, go ahead and have yourself a fantastic day. I completely understand it being super busy because, let me tell you, it's been a busy one here too. Let's see. Saskatchewan says, what time is it for everyone? It is 7:53 here. Ashley says, why not coming back to Farming Simulator 22? Because it was a great map, Lone Oak. Yeah, so it was a great map, but it's one of those, I think the map maker said that they were just focused on other projects that they wanted to kind of not necessarily leave it in the past, but just one of those that they had other projects that they wanted to work on. But it is a great map. Lone Oak is a fantastic map. Will says it was a tornado and freight train question. Oh, okay, so I must have misread it and not understood as a question. Oh, Jonah says, you know how people say a tornado sounds like a freight train? If you're on a freight train, will you hear it? So it's one of those, almost like the one hand clapping, or a tree falls in the woods. My guess would be no. If the train's moving. That's going to require some thought now, Jonah. You're going to make me think on stuff. Let's see. Will says, Ashley, both modders said that they will not be converting any older maps over. Ashley says, we're having a thunderstorm tonight here. Okay, I totally understand. And Ken says, oh, by the way, guys, carrots netted me 842,830. That includes yield bonus as well. Yeah, that carrot contract, you made out like a bandit on that. That's awesome. Oh, and we're done. So boom, boom, boom. Let's see if we can get that one. Perfect. And then I will deal with the other baling contracts here in a second. Where's this one? Oh, 14. Way on the other side. There we go. Oh, yeah, there should be more than enough in this to be able to get this to fill up. Perfect. Get that 3,000 liters. Oh, is it going to be enough? Oh, this takes more than 3,000. For some reason I thought this capped out at 3. Oh, well. Alright, let's go ahead and book over to the, what is it, 14? Yeah, 14. Okay, so when we get over to the next field, before we get to the mowing contracts, I've got something to show everybody. So I literally just discovered this right before I came on stream and started recording. I don't know what happened. I don't know why this happened. I don't know what's going on, but I'm a little peeved about it. I'm a little upset by it. I'm going to leave it a little cryptic for right now, because we got this contract. It's going to be super fast. Yeah, but I guess I don't know what happened. I don't know why. I don't know if this is a glitch with the game. I don't know if this is something broke on my map. This is really weird. This is really, really odd. So for those who watch the Let's Play series, the whole kind of story-driven portion of the Let's Play, or of the live streams, the main kind of focus of the story moving forward, will know that in the last episode, episode 16, I ended up buying a couple of fields Now we own, what is it? Well, everything that's pretty much got colors into it, I own all that whole section. And I worked on planting crops in every single one of my fields. The only ones I haven't touched are 9 and 8. So I've done something to 2, 1, 10, 4, and 3. All of those have had something done to them by me. But specifically what I focused on in episode 16 was fields number 1 and 10. Number 1, I put in grass. So now I've got grass leading all the way from 1 all the way up to the little homestead field, the one up in the northwest corner of my property there. All of that is now grass. 2 is wheat, 10 is oats, 4 is wheat, 3 is alfalfa, 9 is barley, and 8 is canola. Now 8 and 9 have been planted before I did anything to them, so I couldn't actually add fertilizer. I couldn't add lime or anything like that. That's why they're so much darker red than all the surrounding areas. But it's one of those where when I was going through and doing the planting for field 10, I guess something happened. Something broke. And I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about as soon as I finish the contract here on 14, because it's going to literally take, 2 passes, maybe 1, if I do this just right. Let's see. Will said, can't wait to have the screenshot shown. I feel like they were awesome pictures. Yeah, no, absolutely. We've got a ton of pictures to show, and they are really, really good. This is the field here that's going to be worked on. So let's go ahead and do this just real quick, and then I will show what kind of upset me. Yeah. Got me a little bit bent out of shape. Let's see. Let's go ahead and I love the working width on this. Getting, what is it? Is it 40 meters? Regardless of how wide it is, it's wide and makes it so much easier. And there we go. All right. So we're over here by the farm. We're just off of field 10. Now I'm going to show the map and show exactly why I was a little bit upset. So as I mentioned, grass, wheat, alfalfa, barley, canola, oats. Okay? No particular reason as to why oats or why wheat or anything like that. These two were already pre-established, 9 and 8. Alfalfa, I've just been doing an alfalfa because that's what was there originally and just been letting it go to town. Grass, I decided to make this one large grass field, and just something that I decided to do was wheat. But oats, field 10, for some reason, something happened. Now, I'm going to go over to the next screen, the next filter, and I'm going to ask, does anybody see what I see? That's right. Look at that. Everything's growing in field 10, but this. No idea what happened here. No idea why these are missing, but sure enough, they are missing. And this isn't like just some kind of glitch or anything like that. Let's go through here. Look at that. I have no idea how this happened. And you can see oats. I planted oats. There's planting is here. You can see the planting is here. Look at this. It says oats, but it's not growing. I don't know what happened to this. I have no idea why these sections just decided, nope, we're not going to do this. We're not going to, we protest, we're not going to grow. So yeah, we're going to have to, kind of eat this, how do I want to say this? We're gonna have to eat the loss on this. It stinks. You know, it's a pretty significant chunk that we're missing here, but I mean, it is what it is. There's also a little chunk down here that's missing. I don't know what happened. I'm so lost, so confused as to what happened here, but it shows that oats are here. It shows that, like, something happened. And it even shows the nitrogen. If you look at nitrogen, 140 on the bare section here, 140 is exactly where it's supposed to be. So I had a planter with a fertilizer attachment to it. So it was one of those where I had to have been planting. I don't know what happened. I'm so lost. Yeah, Tony says strange, right? Right? It is incredibly strange. Let's see. Will says mod conflict maybe. I'll forward it to celobuki and see. See, I don't know. I don't think this is a conflict with the map, though. I think this is just the mod I used. So I ended up using, what was it? Planters. Was it the, yeah, it was this one. It was the Kinsey multi-fruit planter unrealistic. But you can see it worked everywhere else. The same planter worked everywhere. But this chunk was just, like, you can see like, cut in here, cut out, cut in over here, cut out. So weird. Oh no, it's the aliens. Xander just subscribed to the channel. Xander, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Let's see. Ken says, get the local police department to investigate the crop destruction. David says, aliens. Hey, BDD. Hey, chat. Hope we all good. David, I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for asking. Hope you're having a fantastic day as well. And Will says, LOL. That's right. You know what? Crop circles. That's exactly what this is. Oh my goodness. You know what? That might make an appearance later on in that might make an appearance later on in one of the Let's Play episodes. That's brilliant. Jody, hey bud, how's it going? How's it doing, everybody? How's my knucklehead buddy doing today? I'm doing fantastic, Jody. Hope you're having a fantastic night so far. Will says, Jody, what up? Let's see. So yeah, that's what I wanted to show, and that's what kind of got me a little bit worked up right before the stream. I just so happened to come here, and I just so happened to go into the growth section, the growth filter here, and see that, and I was just absolutely blown. It was like, what is that? What is this? And then I came out here. I walked out here to see this. I'm like, okay. So let's see what we got going on here. What kind of equipment do we have? No. Let's see. So these are all silage. So do I want to use my equipment? Okay, 35, 37, 39, 30, whoops. 35, 37, 39. You know what I could do? Let's do this. Let's get the equipment for this one, and then just accept 37, 39. So I can use the mower here, but I can use my bale wrapper there on the farm. I've got the quick baler, so that way it will make the baling just a little bit faster. Let's see. So let's go ahead and we'll start on... let's start on 39. Yeah, let's start 39. And go ahead and get over there. Let's see. Jody says, what up, Will? And Jody says, how many contracts have you got done? So whoa, hey, there's... that's why you don't read and drive. So far, we've gotten, 4 contracts done? We're working on 3 more baling contracts at the moment. And we've got some other things to do. Whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't even see that trash can under there. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I don't know if y'all have been keeping up with the channel and the channel shorts specifically. There's been a few couple of bloopers that came out here recently. I've been doing so good where I haven't actually created a lot of shorts here recently. Here on Alma in particular, there hasn't been a lot of kind of bloopers that have been going on. But here over the past, I think it was two recordings, they've actually been happening quite often. And one of them released this morning, and I called it Truck Learns Force Push. Now, anybody out there who's a Star Wars fan should appreciate that one, the Force Push. Now, I specifically honed in on that one because if you look at the video and if you look at the still image I show at the very end, you'll see that the truck at no point actually made contact with me. It was one of those where it just kind of left a pretty significant space, a gap in between us, and just kind of set me flying. It was really kind of odd when that happened, but I mean, it hit me with it hit me like a Mack truck, because it sent the tractor off to the right because it hit me on the left side, and because the trailer I was towing jackknife, it hit the truck, it bounced off the truck and sent that flying, which gave me enough momentum to get tipped over. So yeah, needless to say, it was a rather interesting chain of events. But okay, it's gonna go. Ooh, but is it gonna clobber all these bales? We'll see. So yeah, we'll see. It was a wild couple of videos, but we had the force push, we had the what was the other one that I put out? Oh, and I wasn't as straight on that as I thought it was. We'll come back and grab that just real fast. And I tell you what, let's go ahead, drop this down. Let's go ahead and take a look at our screenshots. While we're on here nice and early, we'll get through these screenshots because I'm actually really excited to show them off. We got a couple from Pippa here. We've got Ken and from Will T. So let's go ahead and let the worker get to work. And then while they're working, I will show the screenshots. So let's set them back up, going in this direction. There we go. All right, so let me move the chat like that. All right, starting with, nope, that's the wrong one. This. All right, so we are starting with Pippa's farm on Ravenpart. So we've got a beautiful covered awning with a bunch of equipment tucked in there. Got what looks to be a couple of John Deere and maybe a New Holland there in the background. Let's see, a big Crone trailer and the what is that? That is the big Bradell spreader there. Now let me bring up the folder. There we go. So let's drop this one and whoops. I just double clicked and not changed the name. Try that one more time. There we go. Here's number 2. Beauty John Deere with, I believe that's the cotton factory in the background there, leading the road network there that's leading back to the main farm, going behind there. Looking very nice, the big John Deere. And Felipa, thank you so much for giving me permission to go ahead and show these live on stream. I greatly appreciate it. We've got this one here, a couple more buildings here with some, that's the cedar right there. We've got, it looks like a couple of plows in there, and well, a plow and a cultivator. Nice open barn building there. Got some rolling hills in the background. Let's see, next one we've got from Pippa, we got, oh, look at that. So yeah, that's the main starting farm area, I believe, with the main larger field there in the background there on Ravenport. Got, let's see, I think that's the Case cotton harvester, a John Deere harvester, or is that the, no, that might be the Deutz-Fahr harvester there in the background. And looks like a JCB tractor there, very nice. And the last one we got from Philippa is, oh, I showed that one already. So yeah, that is everything I had from Pippa. Thank you so much again for sending those over to me. We've got now Ken and his farm. Check that out. Doing some cultivating work there right across the farm. Looking very nice. That is the field directly south of the farm. Looking very nice. Beautiful fall picture there. Next one we have here. Oh, very nice. Look at that. Got the farm build all going all nice and beautiful there. Looks like we got a nice silo there off to the left. Is that that might be one of the fermenting silos there. Off to the right, we've got what looks to be the same production point as that I have there on the farm. The global, not global goods, the farm production one. Let's see. Let's look at the next one here. Oh, look at that. Very nice. Got some big buildings out in the back there. Is that the pelletizing building in the front there? Not certain about that. No, I don't think that is the pelletizing. Let's see. Just a more kind of the far out view from the farm there. We got the big cow shed in the back left corner there. We've got we've got two of the production points right there in the middle. You got one that's kind of where the original one was I showed, but then there's one further in the background off to the right side of the screen. Very, very nice. So that farm build's turning out to be really sharp. Next one for Ken here. Oh yeah, you can see both those production points right there, straight onto each other. Got the big silo system right there, almost directly in the middle. Some more storage in the foreground. The cow barn way in the back. Very, very nice. That is a nice build there, Ken. Let's see, next one. Oh, we got some equipment here. We got the dyno sprayer, and I can't tell what tractor that is. Almost looks like one of the Black Beauty fence. Or not Black Beauty fence, the Warrior fence. Not certain about that though. Don't quote me. Let's see. Next one. Oh, there's the pelletizer building right there. Yeah, you can see the pelletizer there in the background. So it looks like Ken's doing some pelletizing right there. Very nice. Now here, let me go ahead and I'll get the next one queued up, but we're going to go move into the next field. 37. So let's see, we got that field over there. Is that field? No, not that one. It's the one next to it. So we got 37 directly in front of me here. Let's go ahead and drop this down. Okay, turn that on. All right, now field number 2. Be able to make this first trip around. Let's see, this is the other reason why I wanted to use this particular mower is you do get a lot more of the kind of outer periphery of the field, so you can draw that in and actually utilize this grass that's getting pulled up. So you're not only getting the grass from the field, you're also getting, you know, a fair bit from outside of the field itself. There we go. Oof, that was not as straight as I probably could have made that. Alright. I'll set the worker off going in this direction here. Like so. Alright. So the next one we have from Ken. Todd just became a member. Todd, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll have to add you back to the member list here later on. So this is the next one we have from Ken. Got a nice bit of storage off to the side of a building, it looks like. Very, very nice. Got the swather there right in the foreground, and what looks to be a couple of the tub grinders or forage mixers right there. Very, very nice. Let's see. Looking at the next one here. Oh, some more work in the pelletizer. Very, very nice. Got the forklift working. Excellent. Next one we've got, oh, doing some plowing there in one of the fields. That looks like, is that the, I don't think that's field 10. It almost looks like maybe field 4? Potentially. I'm not 100% certain about that one. But very nice. Absolutely love that plow, by the way. That one is a sharp plow. And then last one we got here from Ken. Doing some weeding, it looks like. They're on, not sure where that one is. Again, that almost looks like field, what was that? What did I say, field 4? Yeah, it almost looks like field 4, maybe. Looks like right at the beginning of field 4. Very, very nice. Nice big case tractor there. Looking very good. Ken, thank you so much for sharing all of those photos. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. Now, the last section of photos we have are from Will T Gaming. Will, thank you so much. And we've got the first one here. Looks like is that a telehandler or a wheel loader? I cannot tell. Looks like it's coming into some kind of open bay garage with the beautiful skyline background there. Very, very nice. Looking at the next one here. Whoops. Looking at the next one here. Oh, there's the DB right there. So this is the planter I was telling you about. Look at how much flex is in that unit right there. That is ridiculous. You can see it's just kind of undulating with the ground there. I couldn't imagine the amount of stress that's on that unit right there. That's nuts. Oops. And the worker just decided to stop. Let's get them back up and running, but of course they, for some reason, are not lined up. There we go. All right. Next one we have from Will. Oh, some more of the DB right there. And you can still see there's still quite a bit of flex going on, almost like that kind of crescent kind of shape. Very, very nice. Got the big John Deere towing it. Oh, we got another one of the DB and John Deere. Very, very nice. Like, what is that? I think that's the 9RX. Correct me if I'm wrong there, Will. Now, let's see. Let's go ahead and bring us back in here. We're just finishing off this field here, and we'll look at the rest of the photos from Will. Oh, can I squeeze through? Ah, nice. I'll take it. Look at that. All right, fire this back up. So we've got us a load of silage that we're going to be making. Where's the... Oh, it's all going to the bale sell point over there in town. So that's nice. That's really nice. So yeah, I'm going to be catching up with the chat here in just a little while. Actually, I'll probably catch up with the chat right after we get through this headland and set the worker off before we pick back up with the next set of photos. There we go. We're just making our way around, getting this first kind of headland done. Yeah, there we go. The other reason why I decided to use this mower as opposed to the swather is not only do I get the wider pickup and I can get more off of the edges of each of the fields, but I can also quote-unquote break it and do a little bit of fast farming at the same time. So not too shabby. There we go. Make our way right over to here, complete the first kind of lap. Now I think oops, I missed that there. Now I think I can set them off in this direction. Perfect. All right. Let me catch up with the chat because I am way, way, way behind. Way behind. Where was I? Where was it? Okay. Jody says, can't wait to see your next series coming up. That we talked about, the new maps. Yeah, 100%. Really looking forward to being able to... how do I want to say this? I've been loving this series. I love Alma map. This is an absolutely spectacular map. But we've gotten to that point that I mentioned so many times before where you get to a point in every single map build that you do where you go beyond that tipping point. That point in which things are starting to become easy and you don't have to necessarily work as hard as you did when you first started. And it's one of those that's part of the joy and the fun that's in this game is the struggle, the building up kind of portion. Well, we pretty much built up the farm as far as it can go. There's really not much more land that we have to be able to develop and build on Alma. At this point, we're now going to be working towards buying vehicles, buying equipment, and all that stuff, so we don't have to rely on the leasing and doing all that. So there's not a whole lot left for the series kind of going forward. We're still going to be recording, we're still going to be doing stuff, but not really sure how much more we have left in the Alma tank. We'll see. We'll see how things kind of play out from here. Who knows? We might keep going just because now we discovered aliens for all we know. Ay. Anyways. What am I hearing? Sorry, just thought I heard something in the background and where was I? Will says, I sent a screenshot to him of it. I will wait and see what he has to say. Oh, awesome, Will. Appreciate it. Ken says, talk about taking out the trash, Dave. Let's see. Ken, I'm sorry, but I'm not sure what that is referring to. We might have gone far too far from what I was originally talking about when you posted that. I do apologize. Jody says, I watched them short videos. The shorts, yes. Hey! Felipe, how are you doing? Hope you're having a fantastic night so far. Says, hi, BDD. Hi, Felipe. Hope, like I said, hope you're having a fantastic night. Will says, I do. Star Wars, the best. Yes, I do love me some Star Wars. Now, I will say 4, 5, and 6, the best. 1, 2, and 3, not as good, but still good. 7, 8, and 9, nope. That's where you lost me. That's completely not a fan. Have not seen The Mandalorian, although I keep getting told that it's a great series, that I really need to give it a try. I don't know. I have a real hard time kind of, ever since 7, 8, and 9, I have a really, really hard time with doing anything like that. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe one day. One day we'll get to it. Jody says, the mower crash in the game relaxing. Yeah. Mowing is definitely relaxing. Jody says, I want to send you some pics in a few minutes. I redone my Alma, Missouri game save. Ooh, nice, bud. Yeah, send it to me. I don't know if we'll show it here tonight, but definitely in the next stream we'll definitely do it. Let's see. We've got Will Vincent. I'm now planting with the custom modding John Deere 8R series with Demco side tanks by custom modding and the John Deere 1720 16R30 2012. Ooh, very nice setup there, Will. Good pick. Good picks. Alex, hey, how's it going? Asking, how are you? Alex, I'm doing fantastic. How are you doing today? Hope you're having a good one. Let's see. Ken says, yes, it is. And one silo storage, the TMR. Oh, that's right. So Ken mentioned that to me earlier, is that the Red Barn Productions, one of them he's using as storage, and the other one's an actual TMR production. So that's the kind of story as to why there's two there. Will then said, nice build, Ken. Yeah, it's really turning out nice. And Jonah gifted one BDD membership. Jonah, thank you so much for gifting it, and was gifted to Todd. Oh, so again, Jonah, thank you so much for that. I greatly appreciate that. Ken says, oops, TMR silo storage and other. Oh, so TMR silo storage. Say that 10 times fast. And the other one's for the TMR production itself. Wadechair says, LOL, did you give up on the swather? I have not given up on the swather, but I figured that this would be a lot faster and would have a lot more reach going around the periphery of the field itself. So that way we're actually getting more product out of the deal. We're basically spending, what, it was like $3,000 for the leasing. It might have been even less than that for the one contract here, because we basically leased out the vehicles for field 35, but we actually just accepted the contracts on 37 and 39. So we're going to pay a little bit in this, but I'm hoping that by getting the periphery on all of the fields, all three contracts, we're actually going to be able to bring in a little bit more money than what we would have had we just bought or brought our own vehicles and used all that. So that was kind of the headspace I was in at that time. Let's see. Will then says, BDD said in my last stream that the water fountain yes, same as Farmer Groot. So yes, there is a sound effect on Will's game save there that as you drive by every single time, it just goes and just sounds like water that's hitting, you know, a like a pond kind of thing, almost like a fountain, like a drip fountain. Yeah. Every time you drive by, it's like, man, I really need to go to the restroom now. Ken said, field 1 mulching. Oh, gotcha, Ken, gotcha. Okay, so I was off on that one. Field 1, always the big one to the west of the farm. Okay, that makes sense. Jody says, I sent you some pictures. Awesome, Jody, I appreciate it. I will definitely look those up here in a little while. Will then says, John Deere 9RX 22 by Sid modding. Yes, Ken said, thanks to Will. Field 1 plowing, mulch cornfield, Dave. Ken also says, still got one more corn field to harvest, waiting for it to ripen. Very nice. Benji said, there's gold in those hills. Nice. Ken says, rubbish bin. Oh, that's that's taking out the trash. I'm with you now. Nice. Let's see. Will says, is really good. I highly recommend it. Nice. Tony says, good night, everyone. I've been in this chair for hours and I've been getting sore. Catch you all next time. Tony, I hope you have a fantastic night. You take care, and we'll see you again soon. Will says The Mandalorian. I think BDD's next stream series should be the Pelegni. Oh, see? That's definitely on the short list, Will. That is absolutely on the short list, the Pelegni map. So there's several maps I've kind of been humming and hawing about. One of them is Pelegni. The other one is what was it? By Mr. Hector. Why can't Carpathian Countryside. There's the other one that I've been kicking around was oh goodness. It's an oldie but a goodie. Why can't I remember it? Colmston Farm. I've been thinking about I've got like 5 or so different maps I'm kind of running in my head. It's like, do I want to do this one? Do I want to do that one? And again, we're going to be doing 2 separate series side by side. We're going to be doing a purely Let's Play where it's just story, and we're going to be doing a live stream where it's kind of more like this, where we're kind of hanging out, relaxing, and just playing the game and going from there. So I'm looking forward to the divergence and making the 2 separate series and having them be their own unique entities. I'm really looking forward to that. Like I said, not too much more is going to be happening here on Alma. We're on episode 16. We're going to be getting probably somewhere in the 20s is what I'm going to be guessing. Probably low 20s, just because, I mean, we got where we wanted to be. I said very early on I'd be very happy if we had all this property right here, and we got it. We got all the property, so there's nothing really more to strive towards in regards to property management. It's now just getting the equipment and all that stuff kind of, on the farm and going from there. And you also figure there's only been 16 episodes recorded of the actual Let's Play series, but when you throw into the mix as well that we do the live streams here as well, I've got hundreds of hours of recordings for just this series alone. Maybe, probably close to 100 plus hours when it comes to Alma, Missouri. Because you figure even if I do one live stream and one Let's Play series episode, that's still 32 separate pieces of content for this one series. Now, normally my cutoff is anywhere between 20 to 30, somewhere in that ballpark. So we've more than reached that. But I actually think that we're upwards into the 40s, almost 50 pieces of content if you go through the playlist that I have for Alma and kind of take a look at that. You'll see exactly everything that's tagged for Alma, Missouri, and kind of go from there. Pipe and Paul just became a member. Paul, thank you so much for becoming a member. I greatly, greatly appreciate that. Let's see, I've got to add people to the list. We're gonna be making some changes there for that splash page. So let's see. So yeah, we've definitely got some Edgewater is another one. Edgewater is definitely another one there, Will. Let's see. Paul, again, thank you so much. Jonah, thank you so much for gifting out the membership. I will be adding everybody's name to the card after this episode tonight, so everybody appears on the shout-outs here in a little bit. Let's see. Ken says, filled up the cow barn, 550, did partial slurry spread on alfalfa field, waiting on the cows to produce more product. Very nice, Ken. Very, very nice. Will then says, Millennial Farms map became... Oh, no. Millennial Farms map is coming to FS22? Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, Millennial Farms, I think that was the map that was on FS19, if I'm not mistaken, where it had an absolutely massive starting field out to the east of the actual map itself, or east of the farm. And it had these little like Easter eggs throughout the map. I think there was 4 in total of these Easter eggs. One of them was this, I think it was like trash bags or wheelbarrow or something off to the south, and you'd find these things, and it'd basically be, it was either the map maker or the farmer where the farm is actually based off of, just talking and kind of doing all these things. Like one of them was at the chicken coop, and it was a like a ghost that would pop out of the chicken feed bin. If that's the map that I think it is, and if it is, that would be an awesome series to do, because that is an awesome map. Do you know who's going to be making that that map for Millennial Farms? Let's go right here. All right, now we need this. We need our baler. Actually, we need the swather too, so we'll grab both of those. Let's see. Let me catch up with the chat just real quick. Jody says, that's what I would like about your channel. You keep it fresh. I try. I absolutely try, bud. It's one of those, certain, how do I want to say it? I'm always willing to try new things, to see how they work and how they land. So one of those that I'm definitely looking forward to trying something new. It's also going to make it to where hopefully there's going to be less downtime between like episodes and live streams and stuff like that. So the way that it works now is to kind of give you a little behind the scenes of how I kind of operate the channel. Is whenever we have an actual episode, what I end up doing is I'll record the episode. It takes however long it takes to record. I mean, the episode 16 took me, I think, six full hours of actual recording to make the 1 hour episode. So it's a pretty high stake. Now that's also a lesson learned in regards to map selection. I don't know if going into the future I'm going to have too many Let's Play series where we're going to have massive fields like this. So it's one of those that likely that is going to be reserved for the live streams. Anything with big fields like Alma, Missouri is going to be for live streaming, and then small to medium-sized fields and maps are going to be reserved for the Let's Play series. Because like I said, it took about 6 hours worth of recording to get the 1 hour's worth of finalized content kind of thing. It might have actually been closer to 8 now that I'm thinking about it. Anyways, and one of those where it takes away from my ability to be able to do live streams on a more consistent basis. So lessons learned. This is the first time I decided to, well, not the first time I decided to, but the first map where I really kind of went big, to where all my other maps, Let's Plays and stuff has always been revolving around small to medium-sized fields. This is the first time where I was like, you know what, I'm going to take a risk on having to, make bigger episodes or make bigger commitments, work later hours and longer nights kind of thing. And that's what's basically been happening is I've been working, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning every single night here lately, so I can not only get the episodes recorded, but also be able to get everything, on a semi-consistent basis. And everybody here knows, I'm sure, that, being a husband and father, my days are pretty much committed to either work or the family. Why am I not getting that big chunk right there? Well, I'll have to go back and get all that. Must be because of the undulation there on the field is just too much for it to cope with. And yep, that's what I thought was going to happen. Oh dear, oh dear. There we go. So yeah, like I said, it's one of those. I've got several maps that I've kind of been humming and hawing about as to how I want to approach the live stream, the Let's Plays. It's going to be fun. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to make it to where I'm going to have less downtime. Oh, that's what I was talking about before. Sorry, I kind of trailed off there. So when I'm done recording the episode, depending on when I'm done, I will post it out immediately to all the channel members, so that way, they get their early access and everything's good to go there. And what will happen is, depending on when the episode is released, will determine on when the final kind of output will be for everybody else. So if I'm able to drop the episode for the members, let's say at midnight, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning on one day, then I'll release it to everybody at like 5 o'clock the following day. So if it's 11, 12, 1 o'clock on a Monday or Tuesday morning, Monday night, Tuesday morning, it'll then be released at 5 p.m. East, and this is all Eastern time, for everybody else. But if I don't release it until, let's say, noon, 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern for members, well, then the finalized release gets pushed out until the following day. Well, being able to have live streams now that are independent from the Let's Play series, that's going to make it to where I no longer have to be concerned about making it to where there's enough lead time between each of the episodes and live streams. Because I typically will not do a live stream if there's an episode that released on the same day, because I want to be able to make it to where there's enough kind of time that is passed to allow people a chance to be able to view the content before I go and make any kind of advancements in money or on the farm or anything along those lines. Because it gives people a chance to be able to view the content and know, okay, I've caught up with everything that's kind of going on in the story. Now I know exactly where we are here on the live stream kind of thing. So there's no kind of gaps or in people's viewing. That's how I try and work it out. So let's see. Let me catch up with the chat here just real quick. So we've got Brady. Hey, how's it going, Brady? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Hello, how is everyone tonight? Doing fantastic, Brady. Like I said, hope you're having a fantastic day. Wade Chair says Carpathian Countryside is your go-to Euro map. You will love it with all the detail. Yes, that's why I've been humming and hawing about that one. The only thing about that one, though, is I really feel like that map is really going to be suited for kind of a story behind it because of the very large cooperative that is involved on that map. But it's one of those where, again, it kind of breaks the first rule I've been saying of it being small to medium-sized fields for it to be on the Let's Play to involve a story. So I'm kind of, like I said, I'm kind of on the fence about Carpathian Countryside. I absolutely love Carpathian Countryside. I think it's an absolutely gorgeous map. Mr. Hector did a fantastic job on that map. Yeah, it's just one of those that I kind of have to see how everything kind of works itself out and how I kind of feel once the time comes to kind of make the leap. Actually, I don't want to unfold that just yet. I want to get all these kind of outer bits. But, I mean, who knows? There might be a map that gets released that, kind of takes precedent over all these other ones that I've mentioned. Edgewater, Carpathian Countryside, Pelegny. Oh, that was another one I was thinking about, too, was the, oh, goodness, why can't I think of it? It's a small map. I recommended it to Jody and his wife a while back. Why can I not remember it? Jody, do you remember what map I recommended for your wife that she really liked? I cannot remember what it's called off the top of my head. All right, let's go ahead and drop this down. Oh, New Mini Brun. That's the one. New Mini Brun is the one that I recommended. So yeah, I've been kicking around that one. Like I said, there's just so many great maps out there to make content with. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely looking forward to it. And now I've been hearing that there's the possibility that Zero Ito made modifications to where now there's no longer songs, quote unquote, playing in their maps. I think it was Black River, if I'm not mistaken, that's been altered to have the in-game music. So it's not stuff that's been copywritten, so it's hopefully not something that's going to make flags or make waves here for the channel. So that I'm, also interested in. I'll have to sit back and kind of confirm that. I'll have to install it and then see, all the songs or whatever that kind of plays through. Take an afternoon and kind of test things out. Because again, it's one of those that I'm not going to risk the channel over a oops kind of thing, or risk my ability to stream because of copyright strike or anything like that. So it's just one of those that I'm gonna play it safe rather than be sorry, kind of thing. Now let's kind of get through this. There we go. Now let me continue to read what we got here. Jody says, yes, had a poem. Want to know if people want him to bring it to FS22. He had a poem wants to. Sorry, Jody, I'm not certain about what your sentence there was. If you can restate that, I appreciate it. Groot, hey, how's it going, Farmer Groot? Hope you're having a fantastic night so far. Will says Mapper's Paradise. Oh, so I think that is the same farm. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's the same one. Can't wait to see the rest of the screenshots. Yes, we are getting there. Will says Farmer Groot and says hello to Will. Ken says, I know I will keep going on the carrot harvest, but it took me all day and a half in game. Yes. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Tell you what, bud, you have every right to go on about that one because that is a huge, huge amount of work that you did there. I mean, 3 million liters in carrots, that's nothing to sneeze at. And having an $800,000 payout, nothing to sneeze at. So, yeah, you get to do a little bit of crowing here. Trust me, I don't begrudge you a bit. Ken says, kick Jasper off the train for carrots delivered. Couldn't trust him. No, you can't trust Jasper. Can't trust him at all. So let's see. Let's go ahead and show off the rest of those screenshots. So starting with the next one here from Will. Got another one of the big DB planter there. Look at that. That is a beaut. Absolute beaut. Next one here. Ooh, going to feed the cows. Very nice. Got the big Anderson mixing wagon there. Getting ready to pull into the cow barn. I absolutely love that part of the driveway there. Going towards this. So that there on the map where Will's showing here. Y'all can't see my screen. There we go. Is this section right here leading out to this kind of turnaround area here. He put in the kind of overhang, or I don't know what those are actually called, but it's just a little entryway there and it has guardrails that are leading down into this portion of the valley. It's just a really cool kind of setup. Like I said, it's a very, very creative farm build, and I really, really, really like that build. Now let's go ahead and show the next one. Ooh, got the big Kloss trailer with the John Deere with the dualies. Let's see, you can see the slurry tanks there in the background, kind of into that valley there. Got the big cow barn in front, a couple of silos in the background. Very, very nice. Next one. That is this. Oh, going out with the forage pickup. Very nice. Forage wagon with the little John Deere. Next one here. Oh, got the Oxbow merger. Very nice. Again, another John Deere. And got the farm. You can see it right through the trees there. It looks like we're going, what is this? Oh, it's March, so early spring there. So very, very nice. Next one we got is, oh, using the Oxbow. Oh, that's right. I forgot. So Will's kind of has this little area on his farm where he's got all these kind of old decorative equipment there, kind of like a little scrap yard there. It looks very, very nice. Let's see, next one. Oh, doing some little merging there next to town. Very nice. I think that's what, the cow farm right there. Whoops. Let's see, next one. Oh, looks like getting out to that field. Very nice. Let's see, next one we have. Oh, carrying the merger from the farm. Got the, what is that production there? I think that's the farm production there in the background. There we go. Next one we have is here. Oh, got the swather there doing some work. Very nice. Oops. There we go. Next one. Oh, got the case there off to the right. The big silo, mega silo system right there. Got what looks to be a cow barn off to the right. And I think those are fermenting silos. The big blue silo off to the right-hand side. Very nice. Oh, now this one was honestly my favorite one. So got the garage door, looks like it's rolling up there, and it's revealing the morning sun, looking off into the hills. Very, very lovely. Now this is postcard right there, postcard material. Said that several times before, and I'll continue to say it. Oh, got some JCB work going on here. Got the telehandler, the forage mixer. Very, very nice. Okay, we're on third to last. Oh, got another forage mixer there being towed by the case. Love the stonework, kind of edging out the path there. Very, very nice. Oh, the case coming out of the cow barn, it looks like. Very nice. And now the last one we have from Will. There we go. Look at that mega silo right there with the case in the foreground. Beautiful morning sky there. Awesome. Absolutely love it. Again, I want to give a huge shout out to Ken, Will, and to Philippa. Thank you three so much for sending your screenshots. If you're interested in having your farm highlighted here on the channel, go ahead and look me up on Instagram, Facebook, or on X. You'll see in the bottom left hand corner there, those are all my tags there. Go ahead and send me a direct message with your screenshots. I will more than happily display them here on the channel. If it is your first time sending me screenshots, just make sure that you also mention that you give me permission to go ahead and show them on stream, so that there's no confusion going forward, kind of thing. Don't want somebody to send me screenshots and it meant to be like for my personal viewing rather than it being something made for the wider audience here. So let's go ahead and move forward here. But while we're doing this, I want to go ahead and actually, no, we'll wait until we get done with this field. Then I will go ahead and move on with that. So yeah, let's go ahead and finish this. Let's see. Perfect. So we are rocking and rolling here. I am really happy with getting all this work done. And we're going to have silage. I mean, at the end of the day, this is going to create silage. It's going to be more money in our pockets. We're going to be able to take all this silage to one single drop-off point, which that is hugely convenient to livestock bale sales. That is amazing that we don't have to like go running around to different locations in the map. We'll just grab our bale loader, bring that over, and we'll just grab everything and go, kind of thing. Let's see. Jody said, having a good time watching my buddy's stream. I appreciate it, Jody. Thank you for coming out tonight. And thank everybody for coming out and watching the stream tonight. I greatly appreciate every single one of you. And I will be giving all my shout outs here in just a second because everybody deserves it. Everyone deserves a huge, huge shout out. Thank you all so very much. I greatly appreciate every single one of you. So we are just rocking and rolling. We are getting everything done. We've got a few things that we've got to do around the farm as well. So just because we finish these contracts does not mean that we're going to be done here tonight. All right, we are almost done with the baling on this field, and we'll move on to the next one after this. Let's see. Jody says, that's what I'm trying to do in my series is when to figure out the end of it. I mean, that is the hardest part in my opinion. It's so, how do I want to say this? It's easy to make a series and kind of go from episode to episode to episode, and not. You know what? That's probably not a fair way to say it. It's not easy, but it's certainly easier. But what's harder is two things: determining how it ends and when it ends. That's the hard part, is being able to recognize, okay, things are starting to get a little long in the tooth. We really need to kind of, start wrapping it up and doing stuff like that. And my general barometer when it comes to, when is it time to start wrapping things up is, one, when you kind of reach that tipping point. That's the big one, is when things are no longer a struggle, but rather it's just coming easier and easier and easier kind of thing. And then outside of that, it's, have we been able to showcase and show off every, aspect that we've wanted to do? Have we achieved the goal kind of thing? And in this one, like I said, Alma, the goal, let's see. Philippa, thank you so much. Pippa, I greatly appreciate donating $2 New Zealand dollars through a super chat. Thank you so very much. I will check that out here in just a second. Let's see. Let's go ahead and park this over here, and we're going to be giving our shout outs anyways, so let's go ahead and do that real quick. So starting out with Will saying, I'll try to take good screenshot. I try to take good yeah, Will, you absolutely take good screenshots, 100%. And let's see, it looks like it was just a straight up donation for $2. Philippa, thank you so much. Thank you. I greatly appreciate it. Let's see. Will says, if anyone wants to know, I will be live streaming my next farm build after the baby animal update. Yeah, 100% can't wait for that to happen. I'm really looking forward to seeing when that happens. Let's see. It's Edmonton Oilers 1-1 against LA. Ooh, so LA is actually hanging in there. Let's see. Let's go ahead and turn this off, and I'm going to go ahead and give my shout-outs, starting with the Tier 2 channel members. Thank you all so very, very much for being Tier 2 channel members, starting with Mark K, Will T Gaming, Ken Adlam, Rail Fanning Jonah, Karma Comet Chameleon, Crazy Chris Sims, Luke Bernie King, and Philippa Thompson. Thank you all so much. And we had 2 new Tier 2 channel members here tonight. We've got Pipe and Paul, and we have making a triumphant return, Revere Time Todd. Thank you all so very, very much. I greatly appreciate it. And if you are interested in becoming a Tier 2 channel member or just a channel member in general, go ahead and check out the link in the description below, or you can check out the join button also below and on the main channel page. There you can gain access to things such as custom badges, custom emojis. As you can see here in the chat, you have several of the members here that are sitting there chatting every single time. You see the little badge that's next to their name indicates how long you've been a channel member. Custom emojis. Also, Jonah, thank you so much. Right on cue. Right there are some of the custom emojis. And I also have a bit of an announcement later. I can't forget to announce this. Anyways, you also get early access to edited content such as the Let's Play series and the channel shorts. All that starts for Tier 1 members at 99 cents a month. And Tier 2 members get everything you just mentioned before, as well as the shout out every single live stream. So again, thank you all so much. It goes to help out the channel and its continued sustainability and its growth. I greatly appreciate every single one of my members, and I also want to give a huge shout out to all the subscribers to the channel. Just before coming on here tonight, we were at 1,578. There's been a couple of subscribe button pushes that I've heard here live on stream, so we are above that. The channel is going good. The channel is going good, and I just want to thank every single one of you out there. I greatly appreciate every single person out there who's watching here tonight, who's subscribed to the channel. It helps out so incredibly much, and I greatly appreciate every one of you. Thank you all so very much. Now, what I want to make sure that I mention before I go too far, the channel has merch. We know this. There was somebody, and I am so very sorry, but I cannot remember who it was. Somebody on the last stream had mentioned, do I have snapback hats? There are snapback hats on the channel. It might have been David, as a matter of fact. David, anyways, if it wasn't, I apologize, but we did have snapback hats, but I also added another version of the snapback hat with a flat brim. So we have rounded brims and we have flat billed brims as well. But what I've also done is added a whole new line to the merch store. And I don't have it, have a picture or anything like that here, but if you're interested, go check it out. It is the excited emoji for the channel with a nice little saying of "gonna be a good day." So yeah, go ahead and check it out. We've got it on shirts, stickers, and shirts and stickers for right now. We've got it for men and women. So if you're interested, go ahead and check out the merch store. Link is in the description below. I'm pretty happy with how that one turned out. I'll be honest with you. Also want to give a shout out for the P.O. Box, and anybody interested in sending anything to the channel, go ahead and send it to P.O. Box 6136, Hudson, Florida 34674. Again, the only thing I ask is that if you're going to send me something for the channel, please mention yourself in whatever it is that you sent, so that way I know who to thank. I would absolutely be beside myself if somebody sent me something and I couldn't give them the shout out that they rightly deserve. So again, I want to send a huge thank you and shout out to everybody. Thank you all so very much. So let's catch up with the chat. So we've got Jody says, hope everybody has a really good night. And that's a gold mine this month to become is a goal of mine to become a member this month. That would be awesome, Jody. If you can become a member, I would absolutely love it. But again, don't stress out about it if you can't. I understand and just appreciate you being a subscriber and a good friend. I greatly appreciate it, bud. Will then says, I just planted field 26, 16, and 20, headed to the field 9. I'm using the Case IH 2018 Magnum by Carl's Farm and the 2150 Early Riser Planter Series by Custom Modding. Very nice. Absolutely love that combination. Now let's go ahead and get to work here. We've got to finish baling this field. Let's see. That's good. Lower this down. There we go. Got to get that all unfolded and extended out. All right. Whoops. There we go. Now we're talking. So let's see what we can get on this field in the way of bales. And then we got the little itty bitty field just behind the tree line over there. So yeah, all in all, I mean we're getting a lot done here tonight. So far we've got what? This is contract number 7. We had 4 before this, 3 that we have right now. So yeah, 7 contracts in total. And we've got to get some work done around the farm and get some products shipped out and things kind of put away. So let's go ahead. Also, I forgot to mention, one of the goals of mine is for the channel merch. I really would love to be able to make some Jasper merch. I'm going to be reaching out here very, very soon to Predator Studio and going to be working with them on some kind of design for Jasper into the future. And yeah, we'll have some Jasper Farmyard Ghost merch going into the future. That is to come. So let's go ahead and keep on rock and rolling with well, no, what? Let's not do that. There we go. Saskatchewan says, is the John Deere 62-foot header? Did you guys hear about the news about Prince Charles? I did not hear about Prince Charles. Outlaw! Hey, how's it going? Hi, everyone. Sorry I'm late. Just got done streaming. Outlaw, hope you're having a fantastic night so far and hope you had a fantastic stream. Let's see. We're just finishing up this field here, getting all the bales done, and then we're going to be moving on to 37. Oh, he has... Oh, man, that's rough. I mean, I don't follow much of the Royals over in England. That's not really something that I much pay attention to. But, you know, never good, no matter who it is, when you hear something like that. So I just hope the best for him and his family. Let's see, get this last one, and we'll go pick up those little straggly bits over there. Had between... No, wait. I am skipping around. Jonas says, used to do some merge involving trains since it always... should do some merch involving the train since it's always out to get you. Yes, that is definitely something else I'm working on as well. So definitely gonna be doing something about that. So more than likely Jasper is gonna be Jasper and the train are going to be involved at some point. So be on the lookout for that. There we go. Get these little missing bits. There we go. Perfect. Excellent. Now the last field, and then we get to pick all these bales up. I love this little driveway next to the pond here. Just such a cool little look. There we go. Let's turn that on. And now, lower this down. Alright, so Saskatchewan says, did CFS22 John Deere 62-foot header? I did not see that. Outlaw said had between 6 and 8 people. Nice, Outlaw. Congratulations. See, Ken says the old news Saskatchewan for us here in New Zealand. That's old news. Gotcha. It's 1-1 Edmonton Oilers. Winnipeg Jets out. Yeah, they were eliminated by. Was it Dallas? No, it wasn't Dallas that was playing them. Who was it that was playing Winnipeg? I don't even remember. Can't even remember right now. Let's see. If the Maple Leafs lose tomorrow, they're out of the playoffs too. Yeah, so they're definitely struggling. That, I tell you what, that really surprised me this year that that Boston did as well as they did. They ended up losing a couple of really key players last year with what was it? Was it Brad Marchand? No, not Brad Marchand. Who's their captain? I can't remember what his name was. But they lost their captain. They lost a couple of really key players. That just shows you how good they were, because they still ended up. I think they ended up getting first in their division. Oof. Let's see. Can I right the ship? There we go. There we go. All right. Let's see. We'll see you all there when it's halftime again. I'll be back in here. I'll finish our game. Got to finish Edmonton Oilers game. Let's go Oilers. All right, Saskatchewan. Well, you have fun watching the game, and good luck with them. It being 1-1 still, it's one of those I'm actually quite surprised. I wasn't expecting too much out of Los Angeles. But, you know, that just goes to tell you. Doesn't matter the team, just matters how much heart and how much fight they have in them. There we go. I'm just trying to get that one little chunk there. There we go. Let's see. Tough to get into finals. Yeah, tell me about it. I'm a Detroit Red Wings fan, and we lost by tying for the last seed there to Washington Capitals. So yeah, I tell me about how tough it is. And that's what stunk about it too, is the Washington Capitals and Detroit Red Wings, they ended up tying at the end of the season, but it was because that the Washington Capitals had more wins in regulation that made it to where they were able to go through and Detroit wasn't. So I was a little bit bummed out about that. But Detroit ended up winning the last 2 games in order to be in a position to where it forced Washington to have to win. And unfortunately, they ended up winning 2. If they lost either one of their games, Washington, then Detroit would be in the playoffs. But would more than likely be in the same position as the Capitals are right now, which is eliminated. So, yeah. One of those. Whoops. There we go. Let's see. Ken says, guess I'm not since I kicked Jasper. Guess I'm next. Yes, kicking Jasper off the train is definitely one of those where, you might have to be next in his wake of haunts. Let's see. Josh says raid. Oh, we got a raid going on here. Todd, how's it going, Todd? Hope you're having a fantastic day. And Josh, hope you're having a fantastic day. Driver 53 raid. Oh, well, thank you, Driver. I greatly appreciate it. Wrench Monkey. Hey there, Driver 53 sent us over. Thank you, Driver, so very much. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. And I hope everybody here coming from Driver's stream, hope everybody's having a fantastic night so far. Frank, how are you doing? Hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's see. Whoops, let's go ahead and turn off this. We've got to get the equipment back to the farm, and we've got to pick up our bale trailer. We've got to complete these contracts. Let's see. So you know what? We can actually just send the worker. We don't have to sit here and babysit them anymore. There we go. Now, let's see. And guess what? That is, I think that is a new channel high. 22 concurrent viewers right now. That is a new channel high. Again, Driver, thank you so very, very much. I greatly, greatly appreciate the raid and everybody for coming over and hanging out here tonight. Yeah, we just made a new milestone here for the channel. That is amazing. Holy smokes. Love it. Absolutely love it. Now we're going to finish off this set of contracts, get everything done, and we're going to be making some cash. As we all tend to know, when it comes to baling contracts, you make a lot, an absolute stack of cash when it comes to just selling off your additional bales, especially when it's silage. Hay, not so much. I mean, you still make money, but it's not anywhere near as much as you do when you get the... let's see. Wrench Monkey just become a member. Holy smokes, Wrench, thank you so very much. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. And a tier 2 channel member. I literally just finished maybe about 10 minutes ago giving all the shout outs to my channel members, but I will go ahead and give you a shout out. The newest channel member, thank you very, very much. Let's see. So let's go ahead. Nope, wrong set of buttons. Let's see. Oh, and I need to pause the stream really quickly. I will be right back. So sorry about that. I am back. The missus is getting ready for bed, and I had to wish her a good night. Let's see. Jody says, say a prayer for all the victims of the tornado outbreak. Yeah, that's nuts. That is absolutely... Nope, that's... Oh, no! I forgot I had this on pallet form. Oh, that's frustrating. Oh, well. Let's go ahead and rock back over to the... let's see, the repair trigger over there in town, and we'll go ahead and just switch this over to auto load and be good to go from there. Let's see. So if we take all these over, I don't know. Let's go ahead and guess. Let's guess how much money we're going to make. Oh, there's the trash can right there. Get out of here, trash can. You know, I really feel bad for whoever's trash can I clobbered earlier, and now it's halfway down the road. It's going to be crushed and all deformed and all that stuff. Oh my goodness. I cannot tell you, growing up in a small town like I did, I cannot tell you the number of times where somebody would just be driving down the road and like purposely smack your trash can and, do silly stuff like that. But I mean, small town living, you're going to deal with stupid stuff. You get the people that'll destroy mailboxes and do all that kind of, silly nonsense. I mean, it is what it is, but let's see. But no, now I feel bad. I feel bad because I completely clobbered that trash can, got it stuck under the mower, and ended up dragging it about half a mile down the road. Oh well. Oh well. Let's go ahead and get these bales now, because now we can. Trash can. Get out of here. Alright. So turn on the auto load. Let's see what we got here. I'm really curious. Go ahead and put your guesses into the chat. Tell me what you think we're going to have as a kind of final payout when it comes to all these bales. We've got 3 contracts going right now. One for 39, 37, and 35. What do you think is going to be the kind of final output or the final payout when it comes to the contracts? We're selling all the bales to be able to have cash on hand, as we have 367,000 already. We don't need any more, but we're going to get it. We're going to get as much cash as we can, because why not? Cash makes it to where we can do more stuff. There we go. Now let's go ahead and go to the next one right back here. Look at that. Picking up the rest of these. I'm thinking between the 3 fields, just in the silage payout, not the contracts included and all that, just in silage. Ooh, can I sneak through? Can I? Sneaky sneak? Sneaky sneak? Ah, nice. I'm thinking, I don't know, Price is Right rules. Let's go with, let's go with 70. Let's go 70K as a final payout. You know what? That's probably way too much, but I already locked in my guess. Now I'm kind of thinking about it, regretting my decisions. There we go. Let's get this final. There. All right. Let's see what this gets us here. Frank says, until they replace the mailbox with concrete posts. So, funny story. So, growing up where I grew up in Michigan, I living in the back country and all that stuff. People taking out mailboxes was a very, very common thing. Very common. It happened to my family. It happened to my next door neighbors, who were my aunt and uncle. All the time. It happened all the time, until one day my dad, who was at the time he worked for a construction company, working as a heavy duty field mechanic. He'd work on the big Caterpillar case. I've mentioned this before for the channel. I'm a big case fan because my dad used to take me to his construction sites every once in a while, and I get to see all the big case construction equipment. It was really kind of a fun experience growing up as a kid, being able to see all this stuff. So that's just kind of how I kind of grew up and felt, oh, the train is coming. No. Jasper's trying to get me, train. There we go. Jasper, not today. Not today. You better run. Anyways. A little bit of drama is not going to hurt much. There we go. What was I saying? That just really knocked me off stride. Oh my goodness. What was I saying? Oh, so living out in the middle of nowhere kind of thing. people would do silly stuff like that all the time, because people get bored and mainly kids. Kids get bored. Well, my dad decided that enough was enough, and because he worked for this construction company, he had access to a lot of different tools and stuff. He had access to like giant lathes and MIG and TIG welders and all this stuff. So he would do tons of metal work and all this stuff. Well, one day he decided that when it was slow, that he was going to spend a little time on his breaks and go ahead and make a brand new mailbox out of, if I remember correctly, it was I think it was 1/2 inch plate steel. And this mailbox was so chunky and was basically bulletproof. This mailbox was just insane, and he ended up mounting it on top of this he ended up mounting it on top of this metal old school water pump, one of those hand crank water pumps. Oh wait, I got these two already. I don't need these two. I need this other one down here. So this thing and the water pump was attached to a concrete block. It was actually in the ground about, I think he had it dug down like 3 to 6 feet into the ground kind of thing. So and my mom, she was a crafty woman, where she drew, because I'm a big Detroit Red Wings fan, and the whole family was at the time, she ended up painting, Detroit Red Wings emblem on the side of the mailbox. So it was a really awesome kind of mailbox, and it was a real chunky kind of thing. Well, as people tend to do, they try and test their luck. I don't think they realized, what it was at the time. They just assumed it was a normal mailbox. And somebody did try to take a bat to it, and more than likely ended up breaking their hand, is going to be my guess, because there was a little paint chip off the side of the mailbox, and that was it. So more than likely, whatever they hit it with, which is most likely a bat, they probably weren't too happy when everything was said and done. And this was many years ago. Like, I lived in Michigan until I was about 20 years old. I'm 40 now. This was probably well over 25 years ago when this happened. But fun stuff. Funny. Let's see. There we go. Now let's get these bales over. So I think the first lot there was what? Bales sold. Okay, 28,000. So yeah, I don't think we're gonna get up to the 70,000 that I was kind of guessing there. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, needless to say that more than likely whoever tried wrapping their bat around that mailbox just ended up making a loud noise, and that was about it. But what's funny is you saw a clear path of destruction, because they came down the road, and they came from, a specific angle, because it was broken mailbox, broken mailbox, broken mailbox. Our mailbox had the little paint chip, and then no other mailboxes were damaged beyond that point. Jasper, you better stop it. I'm not going to have it with you today. You cannot run me over. No. Stop it. There we go. All right, let's see what we get here. So for those who are new to the channel, coming into the raid tonight, Jasper is the friendly farmyard ghost. But in this case, not so friendly, because he has tried to bring me into his existence, or onto his plane of existence, for the past... Oh, wow. Okay, I was way wrong. I was severely wrong. We not only made the bale purchase, we actually exceeded it by a little bit. Nice. $83,000. when everything's said and done there. Very nice. Let me catch up with the chat real quick and go from there. So we've got, let's see. Todd says, I see you switch to bright colored bales. So the bales are the ones, the bright colored bales are the ones that I have personally. But there's been times here on the streams and on the Let's Play series where the baler will select the colors for me. So it's one of those, the pinkish color are the ones that I have. So let's do this. Let's see. And then Wrench Monkey ended up becoming a member. Again, thank you, Wrench Monkey. I appreciate that. Let's see. Jody says, say a prayer for all the victims. Oh, no, I read that already. Frank says, until they replace the mailbox with concrete. Yep, I read that already. Jody, 7,500. So, Jody, I think you were a bit closer than I was with your guess. Ken says, Dave, don't you have to repair trigger at your farm to change trailers? Yes, I do have one at the farm. Frank says, so close. Dad to sites. With dad to sites. Oh my goodness, heavy AF. Yes, it was heavy mailbox, heavy duty, and the welds on this thing. I'll put it to you this way. I haven't lived at this house in, I think since 2003, 2004 is when I moved to Florida, and that mailbox is still there to this day. It's all rusted, and the wings emblem on the side is gone and whatnot. It's one of those where, all it is just the mailbox itself, but it is so thick and so still there that it's going to take probably several more decades before it's rusted through enough to where it actually, makes any progress into the actual metal. But the welds on this thing, he put the welds so thick that it's not going anywhere. And from that point on, this is the funny part of this story, is that from that point on, as long as we lived there, nobody on that whole on the whole road that we lived on, nobody had their mailboxes messed with beyond that point. I think what happened is one person, and that one person probably ended up hurting themselves and decided, nope, not worth it beyond this point. So, yeah, needless to say, you can bong, yeah, 100%. Probably like one of those gongs, the pong kind of thing happened there. That's what I imagine happened. There we go. So we are back here on the farm. Let's see. That broken arm. Mailbox, laughing, crying emojis. Oh, well, their dumbness, 100%. Yeah, it's one of those that I definitely can't feel too bad. That was a bone rattler, 100%. They were done. Yeah, and that's it. Is after that, like, to this day, I don't recall ever seeing another mailbox mess with in the immediate facility. Because where we lived, like I said, we lived on the back roads, but it was off of a kind of dirt road intersection. And what would happen is that they lived off closer to town, and they would come in off of the one road that would meet up with the road that we lived on in this intersection, that you would see just a clear path of all these different mailboxes that would just get targeted every single time. It would start off from one end, and then it would end towards us. And it was just one of those that one day, you saw the clear path of destruction. The next time that, we saw that one kind of little chip off the paint and all that, nothing. From that point on, I never saw. And we were there for several years after that before we ended up moving down here to Florida. So one of those kind of, you messed around and found out kind of scenarios. So, Let's see. Will says, I'm heading to bed. Have a good night, everyone. Will, I hope you have a fantastic night. We'll see you again next time, bud. You take care. Ken says, good night to Will. Also, Will T, couldn't find you on Facebook. Let's see. I'll send that to you later, Ken. I don't know if he's still on. If he's not on, I will send it to you. Frank says, over-engineered. That's it exactly. That is it to a T. Over-engineered, yes. Served its purpose. Yep. 100% served its purpose. Outlaw says, I forgot to ask, when I first started watching your channel, if you play on PC or console. I'm a console player. I actually play on an Xbox Series X. So, yeah, it's one of those that I don't get all the fancy mods or scripted stuff like that. But that's okay. That's okay. Maybe one day. I know people like KJ Wiggums and several other people are like, hey, maybe you should consider kind of moving onto a PC. And I'm like, yeah, but I've got this, console here that will go unused if I don't have it on console. So, you know what? I should just pull this around back. I need to get better about putting my stuff away and not just leaving it strewn out across the farm. Now, other things that we need to do here tonight is there are products that can be sold, such as the methane. Oh, and I can't drive into the... Oh, no, wait, I can. This is a grass field, so I don't have to worry about it. That's the whole reason why I did a grass field. Ha, ha, ha. That's right. So in the last episode, episode 16, which we are in the post-episode 16 live stream, I ended up buying this field and field 10 and making it into... planting crops into them. So yeah, we now have a extremely large grass field. Looking forward to when that grows up. Now let's see what we have going on here is we need to pick up, like I said, specific product, and specifically we've got a little bit of methane, 34,000, so we're going to pick that up. Let's see, I think we got some butter chugging along that we could pick up. Looks like we got some lettuce and strawberries and pumpkins that we could probably take out. That's all distributing. Oh, we've got lime. That's right. I have forgotten about all this lime. That's the only thing. The Stone Factory is an amazing mod, and it does the 1-to-10 ratio for lime. That's awesome. But it does not have enough storage, in my opinion. If you have 100,000 liters of stone storage, but you can make 10 times the amount of lime based on that stone, you should have 10 times the amount of storage for lime. That's just, so like 1,000,000 liters worth, so you can at least do a 1-to-1 kind of comparison, or 1-to-1 kind of ratio. Let's see, we got all the juice. That's selling off, so we don't have to worry about that. All right. So yeah, we got a few things we got to work on. Let me catch up with the chat there really quick. Let's see. Frank says, same here, rural Maryland, buddy dad did similar. Yeah, see, that's what you got to do is, sometimes you got to compensate for kids and their boredom. Ken says, okay, Dave. Outlaw says, I started out on a console, then moved to gaming to laptop. Yeah, that's it. That's it exactly. It's one of those, I got to consider it at bare minimum, but it's one of those that, like I said, if I don't have it and play it on the console, then pretty much my console is going to be useless at that point, because this is pretty much all I play anymore is Farming Simulator. It's one of those that I used to be a big hockey fan. I am a big hockey fan, but I used to be a big NHL series fan and used to play it all the time. But as I mentioned here on the channel here recently, I don't play it that much anymore because of all the nonsense that's getting interjected into the game. That's not a part of the game. So, EA's tagline used to be, if it's in the game, it's in the game. Well, now if it's, how do I want to say this? If it's politically expedient, it's in the game. Yeah, that's pretty much what it boils down to, unfortunately. Very, very unfortunate. So we're going to pick up some methane. I'm pretty sure I can use this tanker as a methane hauler. I'm almost certain about that. Let's see. Let's kind of get in position here. And, all right, open this up. Yeah, methane, perfect. All right. Oh, Will was here, and he ended up leaving his Facebook page. Thank you, Will. I appreciate that. To Ken. And then Revere Time Todd says, thanks, whoever gifted the membership. That was Rail Fanning Jonah, who gifted the membership again. So, yes, thank you, Jonah, for the membership gift. That is greatly appreciated. Frank says, it's so worth it. 100%. Rowdy says, I'm scared. Rowdy, how are you doing tonight? Hope you're having a fantastic day. And why are you scared, Rowdy? Frank says, you'll never look back. Xbox is just a Netflix and Hulu box. Yeah, that's basically what it boiled down to. That's what it would boil down to, is it eventually turn into a Hulu box. And I have such a hard time with thinking, I spent $500 on this thing and spent months. Because I got this thing at the height of the shortages, when you couldn't find a console, like, to save your life. I was going on dozens of different websites trying to find, hey, does this location have it? Does this website have it? Does this place have it? And I spent months trying to find this thing. So it's one of those, like, it's kind of has that little sentimental value as well, that I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Oh, wait, I didn't collect on the contracts. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. So what is that? 26, 34? 34 grand? We'll say 35 just for argument's sake. Not too shabby. 35 grand for just 3 contracts. I will take that any day of the week. Let's see. We're going to take this over. Let's see. Alma says, someday I would like to get a PC, but for right now, just stick to the laptop. Yep, that's it. Is you just got to slowly but surely accumulate and build up towards certain things. One of those, that's basically how I've started this channel. Anybody who looks back at my old content, I basically looked like I recorded on a potato. And the audio equipment I had at the time, it basically was a potato. Basically how I did it is that I streamed from my Xbox directly to Twitch. And then from Twitch, to back up a little bit, and while recording, I used a microphone headset kind of thing. Like, so it was one of those that the mic that was being played from my gaming headset was how I just started, and that's basically how I had to do it. And as I kept doing it and was starting to get more and more subscribers and all that stuff, and people who obviously didn't care about the quality as much as it is now. Let's see. Oh, that's right. I got to take this over this way. But back in those days, we're light years away from that. And what happened is I, slowly saved and scrimped and saved and got myself a new laptop. Once I got a new laptop, I had an amazing brother-in-law who ended up letting me borrow his Elgato. It was just kind of collecting dust at his place, and he was really kind enough to let me borrow it and still have it to this day. Big shout out to him. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. Let's see. Let's pull in here because that's where we need to go. There we go. So then the video quality was much better, but then, still recording from the headset, which going from the, plugging into the controller and streaming directly to Twitch and then downloading from Twitch and putting it on YouTube, because I was never really big into Twitch and wanting to make content on Twitch. It's just what I had available to me. But then I was able to plug the mic from the controller into the actual PC itself, or the PC that I have. Kind of cut that a little too short. So the audio was a little bit better, but not great. It was one of those where, I'm still recording the audio from a gaming headset. So it's one of those, the microphone is only going to be so good kind of thing. But I wasn't getting the random pops and clicks like I was before. I wasn't getting the kind of tin canny sound as much as I was. So it was a little bit of an improvement, but wasn't perfect kind of thing. And I don't even think that it's perfect now. I think there's still room for improvement, but now I've got a independent microphone, as well as the gaming headset, the gaming computer, as well as the Elgato. So I mean, just one of those that you slowly but surely work your way through things. And I'm really glad. I'm really glad that I built up, and I can look around and I can see all these things that I've just accumulated with this hard work and growth to the channel and all this stuff. And yeah, it's just one of those that hopefully we continue to grow, we continue to do bigger and better things. Like I said, I have huge plans that I would love to be able to do with this channel. I'd love to be able to one day do giveaways and like all these kind of different things that just kind of have, in my head. But, time will tell. So let's pull in here. I really need to put all that stuff away. Let's do that. We're going to put this stuff away, and then we're going to continue on getting everything we need. There we go. So here, let me catch up with the chat here real quick, because I'm falling behind. Let's see. Outlaw says, nope, I already read that. Frank says, yes, EA. Yes, 100%. I am absolutely done with EA. As a matter of fact, was it last year or this year? I think it was last year. I ended up... All right, so to kind of give you a little bit of context, I used to be a big NHL fan, NHL from EA Sports. I used to play it every single year it'd come out. I used to buy it, pre-order it, and go out at midnight to get it and do all that stuff. I was absolutely nuts about it. Well, it was either the year before, it was either last year or the year before last. I said, I'm done. I'm absolutely done. And it's one of those that I don't regret it. I don't regret it whatsoever. And what made me finally put the final nail in EA's coffin was the fact that the game mode that I played, what am I doing? I'm just backing the tractor in for no reason. I needed the needed the baler to be able to do that. Anyways, the game mode I play, which was the Be a Pro, it was literally the same game mode, year in and year out for at least 3 to 4 years straight. And I don't mean like same as in, it's taking some things here, something. No, I'm saying it was literally identical. The same cutscenes, the same audio, the same everything. Everything was identical. The only thing that changed from season to season in the Be a Pro mode was the rosters that you were surrounded with, the other computerized team members that you played with. That was literally the only difference. So it was one of those where I finally said, enough is enough. I'm not paying, $60, $70 to literally play the same game over and over and have a couple of new mechanics. Like that's not worth it to me. So that's when I'm like, you know what, I'm done. And then, the interjection of politics into the game and all that stuff. I'm like, no, I'm not going to be preached to by, by somebody out, making a video game to tell me not to be a bad person. I know how not to be a bad person. So it was one of those that, with all that kind of said and done, I was done. Just absolutely done. Ooh, I can make some more TMR right now. That one. Nice. We'll make a little bit more TMR. How is all the animals doing? Oh yeah, they're doing fine. Sheep are doing fine. Pigs, ooh, pigs could stand some more food. And the cows, they got 100,000. They don't need food, but pigs, they got 10,000. They could stand some food. All right, yeah, let's go ahead. We'll go and buy some pig food. I don't have any made. Really don't have any way to make it. But here, let's back up to this. I'll continue to read the chat. There we go. Let's see. Brent says, hey Frank, Rule MD here, hey too. Let's see. Will says, if anyone wants to follow me on Twitch, yeah. For those new to the channel, if you have channels yourself, go ahead and give yourself shout outs. I don't mind whatsoever. It's one of those that, as long as you're not trying to actively pilfer people away from streams, I don't mind that whatsoever. Let's see. Oh, and the chat just jumped on me. Where'd it go? Frank says, got one just for Farming Simulator, and yeah, if I put in the work, I totally understand. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Is you put in the work, you're gonna get something out of it. It doesn't matter what it is. You always have something to show for your efforts. Unless you're robbed. I mean, outside of extreme circumstances, you put in the effort, you're gonna get something out of it. And it's one of those where, like I said, I can look around me right now, and the late nights and all the effort that we put into this channel to grow and to make something out of it. I mean, yeah, we've come a long way in the year and 3-4 months that this channel has existed. Like I said, if you don't believe me, go back to some of my early Let's Plays. Go back to some of my early Let's Plays, and you will see the potato at work. And it's one of those, like, it was brutal. There were times where, because I was streaming to Twitch, the audio didn't come in. It would just cut in and out at random. There was literally nothing I could do. It was just one of those, that's the way it worked kind of thing. But yeah, just one of those that I'm really proud of where we're at now, how things have really kind of worked out. And yeah, I have everyone here tonight and everyone who's subscribed to the channel, members, I have all of you to thank for it. All of you to thank for it, because, I mean, without you, I'm just some random guy talking to himself. As I very commonly and often say, it's one of those that everything I have in regards to this channel is a direct result of everybody's, kindness and, willingness to put their faith in me. So, yeah, I don't take that lightly whatsoever. There we go. Actually kind of works out very nicely because, whoops. I bought all the fertilizer pallets, and now I can just buy this. So I could get 10 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. There we go. So now we're just going to pick up the pig food. Let's see. Will says, if anyone wants to follow me on YouTube, yes. Gives his YouTube channel. Outlaw says, just sub to your channel, Will. Will also says, I'm heading to bed now. LOL. Have a good night, everyone. Great stream, BDD. I sent you more screenshots. Can't wait to do the next farm build live. Yes, 100%. Thank you, Will. I greatly appreciate it. Have a fantastic night, and we'll see you again later. And what Will is talking about there is that if you follow me on Instagram, Facebook, or X, feel free to send me screenshots of your farm if you want me to go ahead and display them here on the channel. We did this earlier where we had 3 individuals. We had Will T Gaming, we had Ken Adlam, and we had Philippa Thompson, who all sent me pictures, and we ended up showing everybody's farm build here. And they turned out fantastic, and we do this because we want to be able to highlight people, whoever wants to engage with the channel, but we also want to go and show all the different kind of farm builds that are available out there, all the different things that people can and will do. It's fantastic. We had 2 Alma, Missouri players here, Ken and Will. Both of them had Alma maps that they're working on and that they submitted pictures for. Philippa there had one for Ravenport. So it was one of those, being able to just see all those kind of contrasting visions and how people kind of set things up. That's the whole reason why we do it here on the stream, is that we can really kind of highlight and show what's possible. Will, on his Alma, Missouri map, has made these awesome looking rock walls to where they just kind of jettison out throughout various lanes and driveways that he has. It just looks fantastic. Ken showed several photos of him working on his fields there, a couple of carrot fields that he's been working on, and he has been, and rightly so, been bragging about 2 fields that he's been working on, or had worked on, with carrots, getting over 3 million liters worth of carrots, and that's with untouched fields. No fertilizer, no lime, no nothing. One of those where he was able to do all this harvesting and got a ton of product off of it. Now imagine had he put the lime and fertilizer down, would have been just off the charts with the amount of product he would have gotten. Let's see. Where did I? Okay. Outlaw says you're welcome to Will. Will then says I will be uploading my last 4 live streams tomorrow after work. Awesome, Will. Look forward to seeing those. Take care, everyone. Really heading to bed now. LOL. Can't fall asleep because it's hot in here. Oh, man. Well, Will, hope you have yourself a fantastic night, and we'll see you again next time, bud. You take care. Ken said good night to Will. Thanks a lot for the link. Outlaw says right now I'm sitting at 109 subs. Awesome, Outlaw. Keep it up, bud. Keep up the hard work, and you will get there. Saskatchewan says it's 3-2 for Edmonton. Okay, Outlaw. I can't find your channel and need a link for it. Let's see. Frank says they use the same crowd in Madden. People still buy it. Don't understand. It's trash. And Eastern Shore Monkey. I missed something there, Frank. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I do not disagree with you whatsoever. It's one of those where just EA has gotten extremely lazy. They used to be innovative. They used to be, the cutting edge. But they got to this point to where they're like, you know what? This is good enough. This is good enough. We don't need to revolutionize. We don't need to do anything. And the really sad and unfortunate part is that there's no competition to force them to do anything. It's one of those... EA Sports, in the realm of just sports, is the exact reason why monopolies are so terrible. They are awful. And it's because they don't have to innovate. They don't have to do anything. They know that they're the only game in town. 2K was making a push there for a little while where they were trying to, be the next EA and be better than them. But they stopped competing with them, and basically just the only market that they compete with them in is NBA. That's really the only one where 2K really kind of comes after them, is in the NBA market. And I think that the 2K series is in NBA is far, far superior to the NBA Live series. I don't even think there's even they're even in the same leagues. It's that stark of a difference. But it's one of those where there I think they made an NHL game once or twice and then just abandoned it, kind of thing. Which, I mean, yeah, hockey is not a huge market when it comes to gaming world or anything like that. But I mean, Madden is absolutely huge. It's one of those. Football is absolutely huge. It's so big, in fact, I think that EA actually got is going to make a new collegiate version of the game, but it's basically going to be Madden for college teams. So it's one of those like, meh. No, I have a cousin. He absolutely loved the old college, the NCAA football games. He used to love them, and was so sad when they stopped making them. When EA basically said, nope, we're done. We're not going to renew our contracts. We're not going to be able to do anything with this anymore. And over 10 years later, they're finally just coming back with the series, as far as I understand it. And I know he's personally excited, but like I said, just to me, it's more than likely just going to be Madden repackaged with college teams. That's basically what it's going to boil down to. And I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong, but that's just how I think it's going to be. You know, you might get some of the kind of stadium chants and kind of things like that that are going to be specific to the college, you know, the fight songs and stuff like that, but is it really worth another 60, 70 bucks? I don't think so. I just don't think that EA has to work for anything, and that's the reason why they're able to put out, you know, the same game year after year after year, and it's just a roster update. When you boils right down to it, it's essentially just a roster update. And that's what basically got me to say, you know what? Forget this. Forget this. I'm cutting the cord with EA. I just will not support them. And in particular, when they really started pushing out the politics and really started like ham-fisting that down everybody's throat, that's when I really got turned off by it. That's when I was really like, you know what? I'm done. I'm absolutely done. I don't want to be preached to by a video game. There we go. Drop that in there. You know what? I don't know why. Might as well just leave these gates open. Really no sense, because each pen has its own gate here. All the pigs are inside, so what am I keeping them, you know, out of? There we go. Oh. Wait, what? Okay. There we go. Now we're out of there. I've got to figure out something to do with that soybean straw. We got tons of soybean straw. 68 10,000 liter bales of soybean straw. Maybe I'll start using this to make TMR with? I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. So sheep's all taken care of. Let's get the eggs over here. There we go. I got to figure out something to do with the wool and something to do with the eggs. I mean, eggs I could probably just up and sell these. I don't really need to keep these around. So we got, what, 15 pallets of eggs and 22 pallets of wool. Oof. Yeah, we're just squirreling it away right now. All right, let's continue reading. So we've got, let's see. Will says, if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell for notifications, and share the stream. Thank you, Will. I greatly appreciate you doing that. And you're welcome, Ken. Wrench Monkey says, nah, Western MD. Oh, you're okay. Gotcha. I'm with you now. I'm back up with it. Let's see. Saskatchewan says it's now 4-2 for Edmonton. Nice, nice. Frank says, was over there today for the doctor's appointment. Don't get cut off while on a motorcycle. 10 and 10, don't recommend. Negative 10 out of 10. Yeah. Yeah, I don't recommend don't recommend getting cut off in any capacity, but certainly don't recommend getting cut off in a motorcycle. That's not good. Wrench Monkey says, yeah, definitely not a good situation, assuming all good, question mark. Will says, I told BDD that my next farm build would be better than mine now. He said, I don't know how, LOL, it will be great. Yes, so there's a running joke with Will when it comes to his particular farm build. And I am such a big fan of his farm build and how he's got everything kind of laid out and looking for his particular situation that we kind of have a running joke. And it is... There we go. Will's build is so good that you almost want to pay for it. Like it's one of those, like, it looks really, really sharp. And you can tell that he spent a ton of time working on it and just making it something special. So yeah, highly, highly recommend if you're looking for, you know, kind of tips and tricks. Will's going to be doing a complete farm rebuild. He's got hundreds of hours here on Alma, Missouri, and he's going to actually be working on a new build when Alma, Missouri gets its next update for the baby animals and all that stuff. So when all that happens, and it's going to require a new save game and all that stuff, he's going to be committed to blowing out his save game, his current file, with hundreds and hundreds of hours. I tell you what, if this was me, if this was me, and the new save game was required and all that stuff, the thought of just blowing out what I have here, which has quite a significant amount of time already. I mean, mine has, where is it? Almost 200 hours that we've been on Alma in total. Will has significantly more hours than I do. The thought of blowing out 200 hours worth of work brings a tear to my eye. Like, that's how bad, like, I just visceral kind of cringe almost for for the thought of just blowing out this entire save to just restart it. But he's going to be showing on his Twitch channel, and he's going to be reposting to his YouTube how he's going to rebuild the entirety of the farm. So all these kind of, like, how he builds the rock walls, how he does all these various tips and tricks, he's said that he's going to be doing on his channel. So give him a check, see, and see what you all think, because it's really nice. Let's see. Ken says, has anyone had trouble with the blue auger wagon unloaded into random 70K bulk trailer? Can't remember the name of the auger wagon. Oh, are you talking about this one, Ken? Well, it's either the Hallmaster, the Elmer's here, or is it this one? The Lizard Logistics Auger Master? Not 100% sure, but let's see. 70,000 liters. So, oh, this is 70,000. So maybe it's this one that you're referring to? But you're saying unloading into random. Can't remember. Huh. No, I mean, I tend not to use augers. It's pretty rare that I'll use an auger trailer. So I haven't experienced anything like that. Frank says, yeah, could have been a lot worse. Banged up my head. Oh. Oh, wow. So it actually not just resulted in them just cutting you off, but they actually wrecked into you? Holy smokes, Frank, that sucks, man. Just glad you're okay. Todd says, don't look now, but Giants is starting to show complacency as well. I know. It's one of those that I feel like every single manufacturer, when it comes to like gaming manufacturer, gets into that kind of level of complacency. Now, I will say, at least for Giant's sake, they have done a lot from game to game to game, at least from 19 to 22. You know, the production system, now they have rolled back a few things too. So it's kind of a give and take kind of thing, to where the kind of looks and aesthetics. But what always kind of made Farming Simulator like the game it is the modding community. The game, the platform itself is fantastic, and Giants deserves a huge pat on the back for that. It really is a fantastic game. But what makes this game special is not the game itself, but the ability that we have with modders to be able to put in different mods, different maps, different everything that allows you to have this game. Without without modding community, this game would be nothing. I would stake my whole essence on that statement, that without the modding community, Farming Simulator wouldn't be anything. In my opinion, that's my opinion. So, Giants makes a great game. Don't get me wrong. The modding community is what makes it an excellent game. See, Frank says, yeah, it went to in the past 15 years. Yeah, 100%. Everyone is. AAA titles are barely finished games. Y'all remember Fallout 3 when it came out? Nothing like it on launch anymore. Yeah, well, see, and that's the problem, is a lot of games oftentimes get like released and have issues, and it's because of the whole DLC, being able to just download stuff. Like, I'm 40 years old. I remember playing on the Atari, on the Nintendo, on the Super Nintendo. Like, I remember way back in the day. And the problem, and the problem boils down to being able to fix your mistakes. You used to have to put out a product that not only worked, but would draw eyes to what it was that you were building. Like, if you didn't make a game that was worth it, or had a break in it, then you weren't going to get it sold. It was going to be something that was going to be just sitting on the shelf, and nobody was going to care about it. You know, because word of mouth would get out, and eventually people would realize, oh, well, you know, I'm not going to bother with this. You know, on top of that also is there used to be a huge renting community. You used to be able to go to your local video rental place and be able to rent out a game and try it before you buy it, kind of thing. And you can't do that anymore. It's almost impossible. Yeah, you get things like GameFly and stuff. Where did I put my truck? Oh, right there, and left it running. Way to go, Dave. But you used to be able to try before you buy, kind of thing. And yeah, you get GameFly and all that stuff to where you can rent the game, but it's kind of a lackluster kind of system, in my opinion, because you have to sit there and wait for it to be ready. Now, you do get things like on Xbox, you can get the Game Pass, and you can kind of get access to several games that are kind of pre-curated. But it's one of those, you're paying that monthly subscription, and you're doing all this kind of stuff, and it's really kind of dependent as to the games that are available, not necessarily the games that you want. So it's just, Like, in that regard, I think GameFly is certainly better than, like, Game Pass, because you can actually sit there and pick and choose what it is you want. That's even if GameFly is even a thing anymore. I don't even remember if it... I don't even know if it is still a thing. Let's see. Yes. There we go. But, let's see. Want to go ahead and load up all the honey, because why not? There we go. There we go. Get all this packed away in here. Perfect. Let's see. So we've got... Let's see. Wrench Monkey says, sorry, man. Sorry to hear that, but glad you're okay. Frank says, thanks, man. Off work at least a month, so plenty of time. Oh, wow. So, yeah, it was a big deal. Holy smokes. Frank, LOL, it's the community. Yeah, and that's that 100%, Frank. You are 100% correct. We say that all the time here on this channel, is that the community as a whole, not just the modding, but just everything that is involved, from the content creators to the modders to just everything. I've never been a part of a community that's so cohesive, that's so kind of on the same page when it comes to, you know, the content that they're consuming. It's fantastic. It's really a joy to be a part of. Yeah, I mean, when it all said and done, you're 100% right. It is the community that makes this such a special place, makes this game so special. And if it wasn't for that community, you're 100% right. It just wouldn't be the same. Let's see. Will says, I've had 5 people reach out to me on Facebook after watching one of my live streams that shows a whole farm build. They asked me if I could build them a farm. Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, Will. You know, you need to encompass this and start figuring out a way to monetize that, because holy smokes, bud. I mean, there are elements of your farm that are so breathtaking, and the screenshots that you send are just next level stuff. Like, I don't just say this just to kind of blow smoke. I say this because I genuinely mean it. Is that the farm build that you got going on there is very nice. It's very kind of breathtaking at times, and you being on console just makes it that much more impressive. To know that that you're doing this all by controller, that you don't get the fine, you know, fine tweaks and details that you would get with a PC. Let's see. Let's drop this off. Perfect. Another 7,600, not too bad. Jasper, the farmyard ghost on that train. All right, so at this point, let's go ahead, get this back over to the farm. I don't think there's much else at the farm I need to worry about at this point. Let's see. Frank says, yes, exactly. Philippa says, bye-bye, and see you on the next stream. Philippa, thank you so much for coming out tonight. I hope you had fun. You have yourself a fantastic night, and we'll see you again next time. Luke says, hello, everyone. Luke, how you doing, bud? Hope you're having a fantastic night so far. Ken says, it goes with the blue multi-crop harvester, Dave. Oh! Oh, you're talking about the, oh, I know exactly what you're talking about now. I know exactly what you're talking about. This one. This one right here. No, that's the root crop. Hold on. Basically the same thing, but it's for the Homer? Not Homer. The Pterodas. I should have turned earlier. Oh, well. Let's see. Let's get this parked back over here. We'll catch up with the chat, and then we will likely start signing off. Let's see. Let's go ahead and put this right there. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, so the one that you're talking about is from this pack down here. It's the T4. Yeah, this one. Okay, yes. So you're having an issue where it's unloading into. So what you have to do is you actually have to unfold the trailer first, then you can unload it like a normal, like what your root crop harvester would do. So basically, you have to use that cart the same way as you use the Pterodos. You have to unfold it. Once you unfold it, then you can unload the pipe or overload the pipe, and then you're good to go from there. Let's see. Luke says, I'm in for a little bit. Nice, Luke. Glad to see that you're here. Will says, I have 687.35 hours. Wow. Yeah. And we'll be rebuilding it live. So if anyone has questions or wants to see or wants to know how to build something, they can see. It'll be way better than mine now. I can guarantee that BDD will ask me to build. Yes. I tell you what, it's one of those that I definitely have seen his farm build several times, and I am highly impressed. Frank says it's not. Will then says, I will make it mine not look bad, LOL. Ken says, LOL. Will then says, if anyone wants to watch it when I do, you are more than welcome to come and watch. My two buddies on Xbox told me that I should work for Giant Software building farms for their maps. Yes, now that would be pretty slick. Oops, sorry, Jack. Didn't mean to step on you, bud. Groot says, I keep resetting. That's how much I struggle. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Groot. It's one of those. The thing about Farming Simulator is just you got to be willing to just be slow. Take it slow. Take it one step at a time, and don't get yourself overextended. You know, that's what it all boils down to, is that as long as you're willing to kind of take your time and to just slowly be meticulous about what it is you're doing, you're going to get there. You're going to get there, and you're going to get, the big farm kind of thing. Let's see. It also depends on the map. Like having a map like Alma here with the big farms and big fields, and that's going to drive me nuts every time I see that. Having the big fields and stuff where you can have big contracts and all that stuff, you're going to get the big payouts, which means you're going to be able to, you got to dedicate a lot of hours to each contract, but you're going to get the payout significantly higher than, say, a field that's significantly smaller, or a map with a lot of small fields. You're either going to have to do dozens of little contracts to get the same kind of payout, or you're going to have to, kind of figure out ways to be creative, kind of thing. So it's just one of those, like I said, you also have to figure out ways to maximize your money, maximize what it is that you have. Like I said, here on this Let's Play, I've been doing seeds, and I've been using the seed treater auger, this thing right back here. I've been taking all my products, everything that I get has been run through this, and I keep showing that you get the yield bonus, so you get a one-to-many output from your input product to seeds. So, for example, the soybean harvest that I had, for every one soybean that I put in, I would get almost 4 seeds. So it was like a 1-to-4 ratio. Even though the payout for the individual liter of soybeans is higher than the individual liter of seeds, I'm getting 4 times the amount of seeds. So I might as well be taking the price of seeds and multiplying it by 4. That's the final amount per 1,000 liters that I'm going to be getting, as opposed to what I would be getting for just the single liter of soybeans. So it's one of those, at the end of the day, you just got to kind of figure out those little tips and tricks and those little kind of things that you can do in order to maximize your revenue and maximize and minimize your spending. That's ultimately what you're doing at the end of the day. Maximizing revenue, minimizing spending. If you're able to do that, then you're able to build these farms and make them, however mega that you want. It's just going to take time. That's the one thing that you gotta be willing to do. Let's see. Will says, I turned the fan on and hope this will help me fall asleep. Farmer Groot loves the farm build. Yes. Ken says, Will, your farm build outshines mine build by miles. Wilden says, Ken, I'll let you know when I go live on Twitch, and you'll have to watch me build. Groot says, I do will come come do my build, lol. Ken then says, I did that Dave still wouldn't unload into trailer. Really? Oh, you're getting, okay, so I know exactly what you're talking about now. So there was a time where I had this happen, and actually that was the whole reason why I missed out on that $150,000 contract for Field 34. I had the root crop contract that was here for 34. And what happened is that it wouldn't unload into the trailer in order for me to take it out. What I had to do is I had to save it and then come back in. Once I saved it and came back, or saved, exit, and then come back in. Once you did that, it started working just fine. So it was just some kind of weird glitch on it, but it was able to right itself once I saved and came back in. So give that a try and see if that works. Let's see. Ken says, I don't have Twitch. Will only YouTube. Will then says, it's going to be a 5 to 6 hour stream, lol. I will be really showing how to build rock walls and stone bridges. BDD really wants to know how to build rock. Yes, 100%. Luke says, gotta go. Good to see you. Have a good night. Will, thank you for stopping. Or Will, Luke, thank you for stopping by tonight. I hope you have yourself a fantastic night. We'll see you again next time, bud. You take care. Will then says, Ken, I will be uploading it onto YouTube, and for my next farm build save, I will have a dedicated server if anyone wants to join. Oh, that's awesome, Will. That is awesome. All right, so it looks like, we're all caught up with the chat. Whew, man, we got a ton done today. Got the farm cleaned up a little bit. Got pigs all situated. How are they looking, by the way? 60,000. So it looks like about 100,000 can fit in there. That's not too bad. Oh, we got some pigs that reproduced already. So sweet. Yeah, we're doing all right. We're doing all right here. Got the full chicken barn. They're doing real good there. Probably could sell off some of these higher paying ones and, well, no, because then I miss out on the eggs being produced, and the eggs are way more expensive. So yeah, no, I think we did 7 contracts tonight. We've got everything taken care of here. We've got, let's see, we've got TMR that's getting made, so that's good. So yeah, I am pretty happy with the progress that we made. I want to thank Driver 53 once again for doing a raid. This is now the third time. Third time Driver 53 has done a raid, and I want to thank everybody who came over in that raid. Thank you all so much. You helped me break a channel best up until this point. I saw that we got up to 22 concurrent viewers. That is the most that this channel has ever received at one point. So again, thank you all so very, very much. Yeah, I had absolute ball here tonight. I hope that everybody here enjoyed themselves just as much as I did. One of those that I get I get such a kick out of being able to do this and being able to hang out with everybody. But let's see. Wrench Monkey says, gotta head out. Have a great night and see you on the next one. Wrench Monkey, you have yourself a great night. I think we're getting ready to sign off ourselves. So one of those where you kind of good timing, bud. Like I said, thanks for coming over tonight and hanging out. You have yourself a great one. Ken says, I will try that next time I use the auger Dave. Yeah, like I said, just back out and come back in. You should be, just fine. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this stream. I know I certainly did. If you did, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things. The algorithms enjoy you doing that shows you engage with this channel, enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope everybody has a fantastic day, evening, night, wherever you are in the world. Take care.